You don't know the power of the dark side.
What is going on? Holy cow, what do we have here? Kim, where are you? Welcome. Welcome, my forces. Welcome, my fellows.
Bad feeling about this, sir.
Your powers are weak.
Green light. Go!
My helmet is falling off and it's pretty hot here, so we're going to talk about picking people. Are you ready to talk about picking? Don't make me destroy you.
Holy cow, what's going on, people? It is hot. Holy mother of God. Man, that is, whew. Oops. I'm still talking, huh? Anyways, what's going on, people of Spreecast? Mike and Kim here. Holy cow, mother of, woo, 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 Nelly. It's hot. It's hot. There's a little blackboard today. What do we got written down here? May the force be with you. It's a small world after all. Can we dig? Yes, we can. Can we dig? Yes, we can. And no excuses. So we'll get back into this a little bit later here. Oh my God, I think I almost died there, that helmet.
We could switch.
That's funny. So, hey, guys, what's going on? Thanks all of you guys for watching us here on a Thursday night when there's lots of entertainment on Thursdays. There's lots of picker shows, lots of reseller shows, there's TV shows, there's life. You guys chose to spend it with us. So, first off, right, we were sitting here doing this early in the week, and we're sitting there thinking, oh my God, we don't have much to show.
Yeah,
it was, I mean, like, there was really not much.
Nope.
And I mean, I was grabbing stuff, you know, because what the show's about is just we go out, me and Kim, for an hour, maybe possibly 2 hours, once a week, and we find things. Now, I'm always out digging around looking for stuff like that, but we went out and we got a couple of things. We're like, oh my God. I mean, we scoured the place. So
yeah, we actually went more than once this week because the
Yeah.
first time we went, there literally was nothing.
Mhm.
I had nothing in my hands. Mike's like, oh, come on. And I'm like, okay, you go look through everything I just looked through. And he's like, oh my God, there's nothing there.
And if you just have a little faith and you go back a couple hours later, when you know the schedule, boom shakalaka. I'm telling you guys, I think I don't know. I say this every week, but I think we just crushed it.
Well, we
I mean,
we got some really good things this week, and I've had some kind of crappy nothing really lately, little things here and there. So I'm excited for some of the things that I got this week. Those helmets, Mike had picked up the Darth Vader one, and then I found the Stormtrooper. So I don't know what those are gonna go for,
do you
but
even want to sell them?
what are we going to do?
I don't know. Wear them. Maybe it's a Spreecast thing. They're cool.
I don't know.
don't know.
You come at me with
I'm
that Darth Vader in the middle of the night, though. There's gonna be a problem.
I'm thinking. You know what? I can see it like when the new Star Wars comes out. These things are gonna go for good money. Everybody's gonna want one. Huh?
Yeah, there is a new Star Wars coming out.
So you know, I've been hoarding Star Wars until next year.
Yep.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens with those two. But I want to go on my Facebook here because there were some people that had some questions. I want to answer the questions first before we get into the haul, the thrift haul.
Okay.
So all right, let me go back here. Cody Jones, what's happening? Please speak about how do you do international shipping. I currently don't ship international. I know I'm missing out. I just don't know how to do it. All right, I'm assuming he's talking about eBay, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he's talking
sure.
about Amazon. I don't know. So maybe Cody, if you hear this in the replay, but let's just talk about eBay because a lot of this stuff I got is, I mean, it's a mixture of eBay and Amazon, but eBay.
He's in here. He says eBay.
Cody, okay, there you go, cool. So, okay, eBay, for example, you could use global shipping or you just do the shipping on your own, right? I would definitely encourage to do one of the two. Definitely use international shipping when you're doing eBay.
Yeah, I mean, we had somebody on one of the videos put on there that as an international person, they didn't particularly care for the global shipping, eBay's global shipping. They said for them it was a real pain in the butt. There were some issues for them as somebody who lives outside of
Yeah.
the United States. So maybe keep that in mind as far as somebody from somewhere else saying, you know.
Here's the
that's
thing.
an
Here's
issue.
what I do, and I recommend to everybody that's in like a wholesale program for eBay. We do the global program, and the reason I do global is I don't have to deal with it, right? I mean, you ship it to Kentucky, it goes to Kentucky, they ship it out to the customer. The problem with that is there's more fees the eBay charges. They got handling fees, stuff like that is built into your price. So a lot of international buyers aren't really.
As the seller, the fees
No,
are. I'm gonna stop you
to
for
the
this.
buyer. To the buyer.
There's more fees to the buyer.
To the buyer.
Oh,
They got the
okay.
customs duty. Everything's like up front for them, which actually it's not bad, right? And they guarantee it. That's what I like about it because, you know, now I can ship to Italy. I can ship to South America.
Yeah.
Before, when I wasn't using that, you know, we didn't implement this global shipping program. Some of the stuff you'd ship it off and you would never know if it arrived. People would come on the other end and say, "Hey, I never got it." So, I mean, and that's shipping via USPS.
Yeah, I mean, we always shipped internationally with a tracking number because in the beginning we didn't and got burned several
Well, they
times.
didn't have it, yeah.
People saying they never got it, and you know, and international buyers are prepared to pay more for shipping. They realize that it costs quite a bit for shipping. And in general, what we have found, whether you use the global shipping or not, international buyers will pay for that tracking number so that they can have it too.
Yeah, and they're getting the assurance from eBay when you use the global shipping that they're just going to get there.
Yeah.
That's right, and those are the smart international buyers. I'm not saying the ones that are buying from somebody not global shipping isn't smart. It's a good debate, really, which one to use.
Well, and it's interesting because they're having the debate right here. I can see in the comments, Paul said he quit doing the global shipping and his sales increased without it. Leaf also said that. Now, Chris says he likes the global shipping program. So, easy for the buyer, but the seller gets, you know, hard for the seller because it's easy for the seller, but the buyer gets the shtick and makes us sellers look bad. So it's sort of interesting. It's definitely a preference. It's certainly something to look into. I would recommend, though, absolutely getting in, whether you do it yourself or whether you do the international.
When you say do it yourself, okay, what that means is you're buying a label to ship international.
Right.
You're taking it to the post office, having the post office come and pick it up from you. With the global shipping program, everything goes to, was it Kentucky, somewhere down south? I don't know. I think it's Kentucky. But it goes to their fulfillment center, eBay's. Then they take it and then they package it up. Then they throw it out to the customer, right? Honestly, if I had to take a choice and say which one has more sales, I would say having you as a seller, just offering the shipping yourself. But keep in mind that something can happen. So if you're selling something that's $100 or $200 overseas, there's a possibility of something happening. Now, I'm not saying that it's guaranteed with global shipping, but I mean, hundreds of transactions with this global shipping program, I haven't had one problem. Maybe I'm lucky. I don't know, you know, but I mean, I do believe you're going to get more sales if you just do it yourself.
Yeah, just make sure, you know, you insure it, you have a tracking number, anything like that. I just think that there's a whole market that's untapped if you are not selling internationally. So many of our products, both in the past and even through our wholesale network, go internationally.
Yeah, lots of it.
I mean,
it's 15 to 20%.
I was gonna say it's a good chunk of our sales that go internationally. So if you're not doing it, either if global shipping isn't for you or you don't feel comfortable with that, then at least offer it yourself where you're going to the post office, you're sending it out. Again, my recommendation would be just make sure you get a tracking number, some way to insure it so that if something happens, you as the seller have some protection, because eBay is not so great about protecting sellers, as we all know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's why the global program, that's why I liked it, because there is some type of protection for you. Like if the package never gets there, that's eBay's problem. Now, I've never gone through that process of what actually happens if it gets lost.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe it happens and they just deal with eBay.
Yeah.
That's what I like, because I've had some nightmarish, like crazy stories. Remember, like back when we were selling eBay just ourselves, sending international packages.
Well, it got to the point that when
It
we
was
would sell something internationally, when the person paid, we would hold that money
Yeah.
out. We would pretend like we didn't even have that
Mhm.
money because it was so frequently that we were getting, I never got it,
Never
or
got
I
the shirt,
came.
paid $150, never
Yeah.
got the shirt. So we took it as like, okay, we shipped it out, just never touched the money. And then after the positive feedback, oh, cool.
Then we assumed that the money was ours
money.
at that point. So very, everybody has their own opinions on it.
Yeah.
But
It's-
definitely start selling internationally if you haven't.
Yeah, I mean, Cody, for sure. I mean, international is 20. It could be up to 30%. Depends what you're selling. I mean, think about people in Italy or Europe, right?
Mhm.
There's a lot of clothing brands that they can't get, or
Mhm.
certain items they can't get.
Mhm.
I do a lot of clothing and vintage clothing, and a lot of
Mhm.
just whatever I get my hands on. As you'll see here,
Yeah.
people buy this stuff, and that's why I always shoot my prices higher, right, on a lot of things,
Mhm.
because there are some people. There's a lot of people on eBay that don't offer international shipping.
Mm-hmm.
So when there's somebody's in, let's say Canada, and they're searching around for a vintage T-shirt, and they're looking for a Def Leppard shirt, because Def Leppard's playing there in July,
Mm-hmm.
and there's only 2 sellers, well, what are they going to do?
Now, here's my question to you. Can you decide where, last time I remember, you could choose where internationally you would sell.
Mhm.
So, for example, you can say, I'll sell to Canadian buyers, or I'll sell to Mexico buyers, people that are kind of close or whatever. And Canada's postal system is very similar to ours, so I don't recall us ever having really a problem going with a Canada shipment.
Canada
But
never had an issue.
So
Italy, Brazil.
you can definitely say, I will only ship to Canada, United States and Canada.
Yeah, you can select
Or
it.
you could say worldwide. So, look into that as well, where, you feel comfortable first. And just remember, if you're selling something to Australia or South Africa, the shipping costs are, triple.
Mhm.
Remember that? Some of those shipping costs to
It's
some,
Australia, you could get. I mean, if you're going to offer international shipping, understand
yeah,
that
shipping costs
Australia
are
could
high.
it could crush you,
Yeah.
right? So make sure you've got the weights involved. Everything is right.
Yep.
Okay.
UK's usually
Calculate
not too
shipping.
bad, but make sure that you have some idea. Go on to USPS and at least give yourself a ballpark of what it's going to cost you.
What's up, Mr. Sadie? Remember when Mr. Sadie wrote the Morning Cup of
I
Joe song?
remember when Mr. Sadie wrote the Morning Cup
I
of
saw the
Joe
message
song.
the other day, and he's like, dude, you got to play that for the intro. Send me a
Well,
copy of it, and I will.
Yeah,
It rocked.
I don't know where
As
the
it-
copy is at the moment.
Well, we never got the copy. That's what I'm saying. Mr. Sadie
Oh,
sent me
no,
a copy.
yeah.
But, all right, so hopefully that answers your question, Cody. Here's another question. Santiago Rodriguez, what items should I be looking for? Dude, everything, anything, man. There's all types of items to be looking for.
Santiago Rodriguez.
Yeah,
Santiago, that is the quintessential question.
You could look at. It depends what you're doing. Amazon, eBay. There's money out there. Okay?
I wish there was a magic thing that said, look for this, look for that. Everybody has, their own thing, their own niche. Heck, we're over here buying stormtrooper helmets because we're, pretty sure they can sell, unless Mike thinks we're gonna have like Star Wars in the backyard or something.
They're cool,
I don't know.
Man. I'm gonna keep them for a little bit, see what happens. But it's Santiago. It just depends. If you're going to garage sales and thrift stores, or if you're doing Amazon, you're going into Target. There's opportunities everywhere.
Yep.
Right. Sometimes, like we were just talking about before we started this, in the beginning, it was rough. In the morning, finding stuff.
Yeah.
I walked up with a tie and a shirt, and I was like, man. But we live in a funky area. We live in the middle of the desert, one off, right?
Mm-hmm.
It takes us 45 minutes to even get to a place. And most of the stuff being donated to thrift stores is from snowbirds, people that come from the Midwest or the East Coast, and they have property out here.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it comes from Scottsdale. Mm-hmm. So when these people go back home, there's nothing really going on.
Right.
It's not like we are living in, like when we came, like Chicago.
Right.
There was stuff all the time at the thrift stores.
Yeah.
But there was also no garage sales in the winter.
Right.
And now it's getting hot out here that you're not seeing too many of them.
Our summertime is kind of like wintertime in the East Coast. Before we go to that, because this kind of goes along with that.
Okay.
Chris says, are you guys at a level where you don't buy small priced items, like buying for $1 and selling for $5. What point is not worth your time, or you feel is not worth your time? Well,
Oh, well, let's talk about. What do you want to talk
we've
about?
never.
I'm not afraid of those small
Yeah,
items.
I'm not. We have never been like, oh, that's just not worth it. Now, buying it for $1 to sell it for $5 has never really been worth the time unless it's something that we've gotten in quantity.
Yeah, I mean, I
That
used to
would
do a
be-
lot
that
with
would be the
baseball
difference.
cards, right? And then some of those were just tedious, time sensitive, right? Scanning in things and this is that. And if you have them and they're laying around, yeah, they could be extra money, right? But like right now, I'm not going to be looking around to buy a bunch of something, right? That's going to take up a lot of my time to get back $2 or $3.
Right.
Now, now here's
But
the twist, though. Here's the twist.
But that's not something that's new.
No.
That's always been
yeah.
your philosophy,
Yeah.
though, and that's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, my
You
thing
know-
is if I could take $1 into $2, that's really okay with me. And that's not what I'm trying to do. I mean, I'm trying to take my dollar into 100 or 50, whatever.
Right.
But like, for example, the Beanie Babies,
Yep.
right? They sell, guys, on Amazon.
You would not believe how many Beanie Babies we have been selling.
I mean, I don't know if you guys saw my Facebook. I bought 3 shopping carts
Mhm.
of it for I think $60 or $70. I mean, filled, right? And all I'm doing, guys, is just boop, scanning it, and then I have a box, and then my employee comes through. They use this impulse sealer, boop, and then they're done. Throw a suffocation warning on it.
Yeah.
Throw the Amazon label on it. They're done. They're in a box. They're ready to roll. It doesn't
Yeah.
take a lot of time. Not like sitting there and kind of a lot of other tasks are tedious.
I would not buy some one-off item for $1 that I'm going to either put on eBay or throw to Amazon that I'm going to make $5 on, or that I'm going to sell for $5, and after the fees I'm only making a couple bucks. For me, and I know for Mike too, a one-off item like that, and I'm talking like a quantity of like 1 or maybe 2,
Yeah.
is not going to be worth our time. Our time is more, we feel our time is more valuable than that. Now, if it was that item that were, let's say we had 100 of that item, and it's maybe easily replenishable, or maybe something is on clearance at, let's say, Target or something like that, and you're buying 100 of that item for $1 or 50 cents or whatever, and you're going to make $3-4 on after you send it in, that would be different, because you're turning that, let's say $100 into $300-400, because you've got that quantity.
Well, back to like the quantity with the Beanie Babies. There's 500 or 600.
Yeah.
And I literally paid 70 or 80. I don't even know, something like that. But right there, that made sense to me, right? Okay. So even if I got 80 of them in and I got $1 back, I break even, right?
Right.
But I still got 400.
Right.
That's what I'm looking at, right? Same with like t-shirts. Now, when I go to thrift stores and I find t-shirts that are $9, $10 t-shirts, $11 t-shirts, I grab them because I have a system in place. Whether I'm doing the listings, sending them out to people through wholesale, or the employees are doing it, right? They go through a system. And if it's photograph time, if it's t-shirt time, clothing time, they have to have a stack of it.
Yeah.
Right? We're not just sitting there to photograph one t-shirt.
Right.
Right? There's a rhythm to it. And basically going in, photographing, that's, like the girl when she comes by, she'll photograph for 3 hours.
Right. And in our very first video that we did in the garage that was so darn hot, and why we've moved it in here, you saw the rack behind us, and that was just one portion of once the shirts have been photographed and put on, and they're already sealed and ready to go, so that when it is time to ship out, it's just easy to grab. And so that's part of our inventory system.
It's like IKEA. Think IKEA. Think IKEA, like, all right, so, see, IKEA doesn't come out and, like, remember, like, service merchandise back in the day?
Yeah.
You used to get the bigger ticket items. You'd have to go to the counter. They had a conveyor belt.
And then they had the belts.
Yeah, and then they handed you a ticket, and then freaking, you might be there for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? My stuff don't take me 10 minutes to find. Everything is organized. There's shelving. There's storage totes. This is going to, hold on one second, because there was a question. Like
I think that goes into one of the other questions.
It was, Christy, can you talk about what's working for you as inventory management? Don't know how many items you have up on eBay, but I've seen some of your pictures. You guys have billions of t-shirts and pictures, and I'm just wondering how you're able to look at them all. So it's all a system. There's a number system, but there's also a product system. So, for example, like on the shelving units and the totes, I know there's this section here's graphic t-shirts, right?
This one's maybe Harley. This one's,
Yeah.
you know,
Concert shirts.
concert shirts. And not only do we have to have them in that way, separated by what the subject matter is of the shirt, or if it's a dress shirt or whatever, but because of our wholesale network, like some of the stuff for our wholesale network, we ship to the wholesaler and they ship out themselves, but some of our wholesalers prefer to have us hold it and ship it, and then, you know, they pay us a different fee based on that. So a lot of what you see in those racks and the way we have it is for those. So we have to have it by subject matter and then separate it also by who it belongs to.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
As
in
well.
terms of how we're packaging it, it's not like it's. I mean, you can go out and buy bags, right?
Yeah.
We did this at the beginning. The best option that I have found, and I've researched it, and this is what it's the polytubing.
Yeah.
You get an impulse sealer and grab the biggest roll you can find of polytubing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the roll I've got is maybe 10,000 feet.
Well,
It cost me $80, and it was expensive. But you know what? This thing.
is lasting us
Yes.
a really
You see that tube over
long
there?
time. I mean,
I've gone through 2 impulse sealers, and I still haven't run out of tubing.
Yeah.
That's how much tubing I have. And all that tubing is I mean, I'll show you in a second when we go through this haul. I already packaged up 3 things I was going to show you guys.
Yeah.
But it works with everything. I mean,
Yeah.
it works with Beanie Babies. It works with plush. It works with
games,
t-shirts,
t-shirts,
clothing, suits.
food.
Yeah.
I mean,
It works
whatever.
for multi-packing, right?
Because of the tubing, you can shape it to whatever product it is. So if you were sending in a beer bottle, you can shape it to,
Yeah.
not that you're going to, but you know, you could shape it to the beer bottle so that it works for you.
And there's a lot of people that get like the cellophane paper where they're using the blow dryer method and shrinking it up. I don't do that. I don't need to.
You know what? We've been there,
Honestly,
done that.
Yeah, I mean,
We
not saying
have
there's
been
anything
there,
wrong with
done that in the beginning.
Yeah, I just.
But that is a
that's
pain
time you're
in
sitting
the
there
butt.
and messing
Oh my
around,
God,
looking,
that's a
watching the
pain in
paint
the
dry.
butt.
No, I mean this is in, and you know it's so easy to do. And sometimes you know with Amazon they don't want 5-6 inches off the plastic from your item,
Yep.
so then we'll tape.
Yeah.
Right. I've really eliminated tape though.
Yeah.
Besides packed with boxes, I've eliminated tape out of our business.
Yeah.
I used to buy rolls
For
and
the
stuff
most
and
part,
go
yep.
crazy with it. I've eliminated that. And I mean, I eliminated a lot of like going and just buying certain bags for clothing.
Yeah.
I went right to polytubing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we can use it for hats. We can use it for anything. I saw a comment here. Chris said, yeah, we use it for FBA, but we do also use it for eBay as well. So for our wholesalers for eBay, and anytime we have clothing, it gets photographed, it gets measured, it gets listed, it gets polybagged and then coded via our coding system and then put away. So
honeybees at noon.
For the first time, guys, I have to tell you, for the first time in I don't know, probably Mike and I have been working our butts off this week. But if you notice, you can see the back of the couch here.
She's making me hustle, guys.
I mean, like the other night, Mike.
110 out, and I got to hustle Amazon boxes.
We're sitting here. We've had all these different boxes here that go to different warehouses for FBA, and of course, you know, you don't want to send something that just has 3 things in the box.
And I
totally get that idea. But it got to a point that, I mean, it was kind of a jungle back here. It was getting to be a jungle.
That's part of the business.
So
I mean, I'm not going to go run around in the garage and throw one freaking hat in a box or a bag of Oreos or a bar of soap.
Well, I
can just sit there and go, boop, scan, boop, and I've got them all lined up. And when the box gets full, I go, I'm done, and I'm slapping a label on it.
So the last couple of days, I've really made Mike hustle and get some things on and get his little area here organized. And I'm like, oh my God, we have a floor, you know, back here again. And it got to the point that last night we were putting together a box, and he says, oh my God, he's like, it was, I don't know, about 10:30 or so. We'd been hustling since about 7 that morning. We'd been getting going.
Usually I go to 2-3 in the morning. I don't know if it's because I've turned 38 now.
Yeah.
That I'm old. But I mean, I couldn't see. I was blind, man. I'm like, I gotta go lay down.
He's like him, you know, I'm exhausted. Let's go. I said, but we're almost done with this box. There's only 3 more things here. Can't we just put it in and get the label on it? And he's like, I can't. I'm done. I'm like, but it maybe 5 more minutes.
I knocked it out in the morning. I know.
It's gone, right? It is gone, but
now
I'm like the slave driver, you know. I'm like, come on, I've only got this much left. It's almost done.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's our process for FBA. We have boxes Because yeah, I mean,
You
if
never
it's
know.
fourth quarter or it's getting close to fourth quarter, I don't care. I'll just spend the
Well,
inventory placement and everything going to one place.
Fourth quarter is
Here,
a completely different beast,
I mean,
though.
I get all different types of stuff. I saw health and beauty. I got used books, used media. Send one to Chattanooga. Send one to your grandmother. Send one to your mom. Send one to Paul. Send one to John. You know, they got me every direction.
Yeah. Well, fourth quarter is
Right?
completely
It's freaking- it's
different
out of
beast.
control.
So,
All right, there was one more question
okay,
here
one more question.
from Scott. Scott Hansen. What do you do with the so-called dead items that they don't sell, and how long will you keep them listed before signing its death certificate? I'll be up on the East Coast watching. Awesome, yeah. Honestly, here's my thought with this, right? If it's under $10, I honestly just let it sell. Let's take its course.
Yeah.
Everything that I buy, that like what you see here, you know, I really don't have a lot of money in it. So I can play the waiting game. I have a lot of stuff that's long tail that I don't really care about. And as long as if it's at Amazon FBA, it's not in my house, you know, like back in Chicago, we have the warehouse. I mean, it wasn't taking up space. It's just let it be there, right? Now here with like clothing, like I've got a lot of T-shirts out there, a ton.
Yeah.
All right. Matter of fact, this is the craziness. There's a website called Defunct out there, a great website to sell vintage T-shirts on, and
It's not a fast sell all the time.
depends the item, right? Well, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, cool, I got an order over there.
Yeah.
And I looked at the order and I was like, damn. I put those T-shirts out there in 2012.
I was gonna say the ones that sold that had been there
Yeah,
a
I was
long
like, I was
time.
even sitting there thinking, where the hell did I put them?
Did you find them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, because we were in Chicago at the time.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I'm
and
wondering.
when they sold, I got the email and I was like, oh my God, where are those?
Because we had to really when we left Chicago, it was kind of a nightmare figuring out the inventory system and how to pack it all in here or sell off what
and
we
get
couldn't
rid of the stuff that was online. We had
stuff,
we didn't like just take everything down when we moved, right? We looked and said, all right, this is online, that's not online.
Yeah, because we thought we'd be here in 2 days,
and we had to go through that whole process. And there was a couple, I left some hats behind.
There were a couple things that ended up getting
sold,
left,
and I was like, I'm sorry,
we
I don't
just
have the
had
hat.
to refund the buyer because it just wasn't happening. But
here's the thing: is like, I'm in this for the long haul. This isn't like, oh, I'm going to cash out once I hit 1.7 million. Right? Hey, if I hit it, sure, okay. But you know, I'm in it for a long haul. So if it takes 5 years to sell something, great. I mean, I don't want to wait 5 years to sell a T-shirt for $10.
Right.
Right. I mean, I'm waiting for selling a T-shirt for $200.
Well, and these
$300.
were not $10 T-shirts either. These were very rare sort of T-shirts. But it was a great avenue because that's the type of buyer that's going onto the Defunct site. Is they're looking for that quirky, rare material that they're
looking for just different graphics. I mean, there's no eBay fees over there, guys. It's all free. So go over there if you're on there. Thank Jimmy over there and just give him a thumbs up. Say, dude, this rocks.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, really. I mean, it's free. You're not getting the fees from eBay, right? And it's a really nice place. Nice area over there to sell vintage T-shirts.
Krista has a comment up here that I thought was really good because it definitely gets like that. She said that she just had listed a bunch of shirts and it just kind of went up. But anyway, the gist of her post was that she feels like she's constantly taking pictures of clothing and listing.
Yeah.
And it is so tedious. I'll tell you what, like I won't even help Mike with that. I won't. I'll measure the shirts. Like he'll take the pictures or have the employee take the picture. That's actually something we have our employee do most of the time. We have a high school girl who is in Europe right now on a school vacation, so she's not here. So we're having to do the stuff, but that's something we have her do because it's so tedious and we don't want to do it. That was the point of having the employee. So she takes the pictures, takes the measurements, and that kind of thing. It is definitely Mike's least favorite part of the job.
But I do it. You know what? I mean, I sit there. I mean, if you got a camera, I mean, if you got a point and shoot, right? You got to wait for the point and shoot to work, and this is that. If you go with like a nicer higher end Canon or a Nikon camera, a DSLR, I mean, you can go and be done. I mean, and that I'm not saying that like, because I know these cameras are expensive.
Well, it is boring. I mean, let's just face it this way though, it's boring.
It is boring. Throw some music on, right? You know, maybe say to yourself, here's what I do. I set goals. I have a timer.
Yeah.
You know, I use my iPhone, and I'll say, all right, that stack over there, let's see how many I can do. And I always try to beat what I did last time in an hour. And the reason I do that too is because I have an employee and I want to see how much they can do and push people, right? But I try to see if I can knock them out. And I don't have to, I'm not, like, we had one employee that within 1 hour took 350 different pieces of clothing,
Yeah.
photographs.
Yep.
And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, that's impossible.
How did you? Yeah.
Well, his work showed that.
Yeah. His work,
I mean,
his work was horrible. It
all the
wasn't.
images were like blurry. I'm like, dude.
And we get that. It's point. Somebody asked how much we pay. We're paying her $10 an hour, and which is maybe a little bit more than for the work that she's doing. $10 an hour is kind of a lot if you think about just the basic skill level, but we know that it's a boring, tedious job, and so by paying a little bit more, it also keeps her coming back. And
well, here's the other thing too: is we offer like a commission type of thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like an incentive. So if she can photograph all this stuff and knock out some of these goals, and we sell, let's say she photographs 300-400 things a week, right? Well, I know what she's photographing, and if she's doing the listing, if she's sending out the images to the wholesalers, providing all this stuff, the stuff sells. I give her like 3-4%. I mean, and I'll tell you what. Sometimes when I pay her, she's like, "Whoa."
Yeah,
like,
and
she actually makes more money
on the
commissions than she usually does, like during the rest of her pay.
Because she doesn't work 40 hours a week. I mean, she's a high school kid, Certainly in the summertime, she could work 40 hours a week, but she chooses to work, I don't know, maybe 6 hours a week or 8 hours a week or so, and she has another job doing the swimming pool, like being a lifeguard or whatever at the community pool that she works a few hours there. So in 8 hours, she's making $80 a week, but she's getting commission off of the things that sell.
Yeah, and we had another person that was working kind of full time here.
Yeah.
And if you watch on Facebook, I don't know, he hasn't worked out. So we're looking for really one more person right now.
Yep.
And maybe a second person, but we're out of our house here, and it's hot, and I might just wait it out until it gets a little cooler out, but we'll see. Anyways, so let's get to this haul.
Yeah, we haven't. I know
we're 30 minutes
okay.
in.
We're answering a bunch of questions.
Yeah,
but let's get into the haul.
Questions, whatever, right? I want to put this out here too, though. Somebody asked me today, they're like, "What was your transition from like having a shop to coming and now working back out of the house?" And really, I want to answer this really quick because it's important for people to understand this. Is that when I had my shop in Chicago, right? I mean, it was a kind of a processing area. Yeah. But we also had ads out and signage, and people would come in and sell us things all the time.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like a pawn shop. That was cool, right? In terms of foot traffic, people, I mean, there was some people coming in there. It wasn't like it was Walmart.
Well, and it wasn't on a hugely busy street either. That, like, as far as shopping went.
Yeah, there was no, it was just an industrial area.
Yeah.
Mostly for warehouse storage, right? And, I liked it that way. Right, and I said to myself, but I do like when people would come to my place and say, "Hey, I got all these N64 games. How much do you want for them?" That was great. So I've been looking at doing something like that out here because we live in a really small area, and there's maybe 7 things like in this town.
Yeah.
And 5 of them are liquor stores, and one's a Dollar General, and a Domino's.
Yeah.
That's it. No joke.
Yeah.
There's no McDonald's over here.
No, I have to drive.
There's nothing here.
That's like 15 minutes that I have to drive to McDonald's.
If I need to go buy a battery, it's going to cost me $12.
Must be the cheap ones at the
unless
dollar
I drive
store.
40 minutes. But here's the thing: is I'm starting to think, I can utilize because out here at these commercial buildings, they're cheap. I mean, I could do a lot of crazy things with it. So that's something I'm thinking about doing in the future. I don't know exactly how yet, but I've got my eye on the prize, Kim. I've got my eye on the prize.
You know what? Something that we learned from starting everything in the house back in Chicago to then having the warehouse and then coming back to the house, one of the big things that we learned or maybe, I don't know, I've just sort of I don't know how else to explain it, but I guess one of the things that we learned was when we first had it in the house in Chicago, before we got the warehouse, stuff was everywhere. I mean, literally every room of the house. And the house never looked clean. Even though I'd clean, it never looked clean because there was stuff piled everywhere. And so one of the big things I said to Mike was that I don't want it to be like that again. So we chose to, at this point, we don't put the car in the garage. The garage has become the warehouse space so that we can keep it, for the most part, out of the main living area.
And we've got a trailer on the side of the house that's filled with stuff. I mean, right? I mean, that's why eventually it's just going to have to get into some warehouse space.
Yeah, eventually
but the problem
is that way.
Here's my biggest dilemma is I'm not going to be at this warehouse all the time. Yeah. Just like in Chicago. I was barely there. I'd pop in there at 7 o'clock at night and drink a beer.
And I think we learned some things from...
I had cameras going, and I was making sure, I mean, it's a big trust thing with people, right? When you start getting employees, because I would sit there and say, all right, you work 8 hours, 40 hours a week, it's this amount of money, right?
Right.
Next thing you know, I'm looking at my phone going, oh, they're sitting around, I don't know, getting drunk.
Right.
Or so-and-so's giving away some nice T-shirts to his friends that are walking the door.
Yeah. So we've learned some things from that experience as well. And so it's a matter then of really, now that we've had the warehouse and thought about the way that we had set it up before, I think there are some changes that we would make. So before we get into it, we'd really sit and talk and get things a little more organized than we had.
It'd be more production. Just running production out of there. Not much walking in or a showroom or anything of that nature.
No.
I don't know. I mean, it's something to think about down the road, but it's something I'm thinking about. It's, I just got to find the right people. Absolutely. That's really what it is, because I can't do it all. There's no way.
All right, so we're almost 40 minutes in. Let's get into the haul quick, and we'll kind of move.
I'm going to through these clothes. I'm going to go through these clothes.
Quickly.
I mean, and this is the first episode. I think there's more of this than clothes.
There is, there's very few clothes this time, you guys. So. Mike must have cleared it all out last week or something, so.
All right.
Real quick.
Now, okay, so we spent about $115. Now, I want to make this really clear. Since we started this whole thing, I mean, we spent $400 or $500, I think, something around there. But
probably about $100 a week or so.
Yeah, but here's the thing is, and we've been kind of lazy putting out the latest Pick for Profit radio.
Yeah.
It's been in the background. Somebody's messing with it and tweaking. But here's the thing. Since week 2, we really haven't taken any money out of our pocket.
Right.
We've just been using some of the profits because we're trying to grow this to get to these vacation or these fun things, right?
Yeah, and actually, we haven't talked about, like you said, we haven't done the Pick for Profit radio, but I think next week we're going to go ahead and hit the biosphere. I think, there's no reason we can't do that. We've definitely made the money back.
We've sold a bunch of the stuff that I've been showing you guys, and I'm going to talk about a little later, like how I've sold it and some strategies. But let's do this. All right. So this is a Nautica blazer jacket. Nothing special, but it's like a nice check blue. Right, black and how many buttons in the front?
2.
2 buttons. I mean, I like the 2 buttons. The 2 buttons seem like they sell better for me than a 3-button suit or blazer.
Ooh, over the edge here.
But that one there, I don't know, 30, 45, $50. See what happens there. We got there.
Got some polo shorts.
Yeah, I mean, there was some slim pickings. There's some Ralph Lauren polo shirts. This is all in just like 24-hour period when we were out, because the first hour there was nothing, literally nothing. So I was sitting there going, man, what am I going to tell these people?
Big boy Speedo.
Yeah, Speedo swimming trunks. I like swimming trunks. They actually sell really well. You know what? And let's go name brand. Speedo. I mean, look at some of the name brand and look at swimming trunks. Some good money out there. We're gonna kind of fly through these because it's just clothing. I know it gets boring. This one here was almost like I pick up this brand from time to time. I usually used to wear this. It's Kenneth Cole, and we'll see.
3 buttons.
Yeah, 3-button blazer. I don't know. I think I get 50 to 60, maybe 40. I don't know. We'll see. But for a couple bucks, that was like a desperate buy too. I was like, Kenneth Cole's one of those brands. I'm not too sure. And this one, telling the story on this one. 2 weeks ago, she's like, oh, look at this tie.
We were going through the ties, and I had nothing that I could pick on that particular day. So I started looking through the ties and going, well, what do you think? So I found this tie. It's Robert Talbot, Best of Class from Nordstrom's.
And she's like, what do you think about it? I said, put it back. I don't want
it. Yeah, I said, well, what do you think about this? I'm like, Nordstrom is so, pretty expensive. And so, this tie wasn't just $10 at the store. So, well, Mike bought it.
Yeah, I bought it. I was looking at it. I'm like, this is like one of 3 things when we went in the morning. I'm like, that
It was
There
still
was nothing really going on, so I was like, I'm gonna go test it out.
Here's another Nordstrom jacket.
Yeah, this one here is just straight Nordstrom, right? But what's neat about this one?
Specifically, just says Nordstrom.
Yeah, you know what? This is the selling point. Is the gold, right? You get the gold buttons. This is a $30 to $50 jacket. Nothing crazy. I mean, sometimes they go for 60, 70, just depending on the size. My biggest thing when I'm selling these suits and stuff, I try to see before I list them if there's somebody selling something similar, right? And especially the same size, because if there's nobody selling it the same size, shoot for the moon. I mean, no, that's not going to be a $200 jacket, right? But command 75.
Another Cabela shirt. Right here, we showed some Cabela shirts last week. Ooh, can't see the tag, I guess. Cabela shirt.
Yeah, short sleeve, no.
This one's a short
Nice
sleeve.
vented short
It's got
sleeve.
the venting in there
Mesh.
to help with the sweat. And
That's nice. The market's kind of flooded with those, but they do sell. It's amazing. I mean, there's price points to it, but I remember selling those things for $25 all day long.
North Face shorts.
North Face shorts, yeah, they not special name brand. I mean, people got
just that name recognition.
yeah, the
on
name
these
recognition.
North Face.
They see it, they go, oh, okay. They know what it costs in the store, so they go to eBay and you know, okay, see, there's a bad buy. All right. See,
Yeah.
I mean, I was getting worried and desperate, like, man, what? I can't find anything.
Okay, well, these are
See,
Adidas.
Okay.
These are Adidas shorts. Okay,
I don't know if you could show them the.
what they are. And so I go to just pick these up right
Not paying
now.
attention. This is what happens. You don't pay attention.
This is on the butt area.
Yeah,
I don't know
the
if you can
stain,
see
I
it,
don't know.
but it's like all
That sucks.
black
That
right
sucks,
there.
man.
Like, I don't know what.
Anyway, lesson learned here. I don't even know if they could wash those out, but these older ones, the pinstripes on the side, these Adidas, these short sell, these polyester, they're like swim trunks, but they're not.
They're just. I mean, they're like a man better not sit down or
Yeah.
his junk's gonna be hanging
Yeah, this
out
is fun.
type
But
of
you know, this is the tag.
shorts.
It's late '80s, early '90s. I look for that tag.
I mean,
there.
really, like that's what I see like in a movie. I see like Adam Sandler like wearing those shorts and
Yeah,
like there's
see,
like
this
this
is just-
scene where like his
I didn't
stuff
even
is
look.
hanging
Usually I just look and I'm
out,
like,
I
I
don't know.
analyze this stuff. I dropped the ball on that. What are you gonna do? Wow. What else we got? Sniff it. What does it smell like?
Oh, Tommy Bahama shorts.
Yeah, there's some
You
Tommy
can
Bahamas.
see. Let me see if you can see kind of
Those actually sell better than shirts, guys.
on the inside. It says Tommy Bahama there.
I'm not saying that the shirts are bad sellers. They're just there's people just I got a Tommy
pretty
Bahama. I could sell for $9 shipped. You know.
Pretty decent.
I'll sell those for 20,
shorts
30
there.
per hour or something around there, give or take.
Just a polo shirt
Yeah, just
here.
some standard long sleeve polo shirts.
This one's a long.
I think I'll get 17 or
Long
$18
sleeve.
for those. Maybe 25. You know, I might have to wait it out though.
Another long sleeve polo.
I don't know if I want to wait it out though for these. Like they're so
different
common.
color.
I could find these all the time.
Hello there. Hello.
This is a weird brand. I mean, it's not a weird
Hello,
brand,
Bean.
but here's the thing. This is a vintage one. You can show them it's made in the United States.
Hold on. Let me get like this so that you
Drink right
can.
here.
Uh,
By the way, I mean, I grab the ones that are made in the United States, but the market is kind of iffy with that stuff, right? But so I just price it, and I'm not trying to get rid of it. Somebody will come along down the road and buy it.
it's kind of a weird feeling material, that one.
Yeah, it's a nice, like, rugged, like you can see yourself wearing that in, you know, October Bear. Go lay down.
Well, this has got Michael Jordan on the logo.
Yeah, the shorts are money. I'm telling you guys, there's some serious money in shorts, especially now. I mean, it's crazy.
Yes.
Quay.
Jordan Classic brand.
Yeah, anything Jordan sells.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure it's legit, right? I mean, it's got the Jordan tag, the flight tag, Nike,
here, I'll
something
show
to it. And don't be afraid if there's no tag. All right, take a chance. But people like to see there's a tag, but there's some Nike heads, some Jordan heads out there that even if there's no tag, they will buy it. Check out that.
I am.
When did that come out?
90s?
Like 97?
Oh, here. 95.
95.
1995. There we
So
go.
this isn't vintage yet. But it's
Jumanji.
Jumanji, right?
It
the
does
movie.
have the date and TriStar pictures right down there. That section there.
Yeah, and you know what? With stuff like that, that's a classic movie. You know, it's only going to go up in value. It's not going to be a $500 shirt, $200 shirt. But I don't know if I want to ever get rid of it for $35. I mean, maybe I'll take 35.
That's nice.
All right, but I'm not selling it for $15. I'll just
Nice.
wait. How many Jumanji shirts are out there?
Well, I don't know.
All right, anyway.
Nice and heavy polo shirt here. Another polo shirt.
Yeah, polo shirt.
Three.
These are cool. These are promos from is that Bruce Springsteen?
This one's Bruce Springsteen.
They're both the same. I got two of them. So it's just some promo shirts, right? You can tell it's promo when there's no, like no tour dates in the background like that. They're talking about an album. It looks like there's some marking on the back. Oh, I'll have to wash it up. I hate washing clothes. I never wash these clothes. Unless there's a stain, I think I can get it out.
Another one of the
But,
same.
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen. I mean, he's the boss. Stuff sells. This shirt here, I mean, I don't like to buy a lot of white shirts, but some of them just sell. You know,
All right, this one's Hard Rock Cayman Islands.
Hard rock stuff sells.
Cayman Islands.
Oh, guys, we scored on those freaking shot glass.
Yeah, some of those are.
We sold one of those shot glasses.
gone.
If you guys watched before, I'll do a spoiler. It was $49. It sold in like 4 hours for one of those shot glasses I showed last week. Sick.
So here's another Hard Rock, 30 years. California, yeah, Hollywood. This one. And Hard Rock Cafe World Tour. So this has some tour.
Hard Rock, you know, I mean, the Hard Rock Cafe, the
Tour dates on the
t-shirt
back.
sell. I mean, this
Yep.
isn't like going to be a $30 t-shirt. I mean, you can play the waiting game, wait for 30. I mean, I'm talking about getting in and getting out for like 12 to 15. Yeah, I saw that. See, this is how desperate I was. I'm grabbing stuff that's got flaws. There's a little.
Another
bleach
polo,
stain
there's
there.
a little bleach stain
I don't
on
know
it.
if I can get out, but speaking of that, okay, so there was a little bleach stain on that polo.
Yeah,
Last Thursday when we did the show, there
Uh-huh.
was a green polo shirt,
yeah,
and when we were photographing it, there was a small. I mean, there was a hole
yep,
on it, right?
yeah. We
That
never
hole,
noticed
and we listed it, and everything was cool, right? Explained the situation, explained there was a hole, took a picture of it. It was gone in 4 hours.
Wow.
Right? It was priced to sell. I think it was like $13-14. Boom, get it out of here. But it was actually a noticeable hole.
So this one actually, this is interesting because
brand
it
new.
still has the plastic. This one still has the plastic from like how they come when they're in the package. So this
See,
is
Jeff says zero Jumanji as we speak.
all right.
See what we can
So
do.
this is a Joseph and Feist.
Yeah, Joseph and
International.
Feist. All right, these next couple.
This
these-
is like a big guy.
that's a bit. I mean, this thing's a
Look at
blanket.
This is a big guy's. that's a
What
big
what is
guy's
it size?
shirt.
I think it was a size 40.
Well, it says 34, 35.
It's 19 though. It's a 19 neck.
So
I mean, I think I got a big net.
that's,
know, I mean,
that's a big.
It's brand new.
Guy.
I mean, it's got the tag. Not the tag, but it's got.
It's got the
plastic
still
around it.
the collar.
Joseph
there.
and Fest is a good brand in terms of just the shirts that are not like bringing $30-40 like a Robert Graham, but they do bring some money, right? Obviously the suits they do really well, the sports coats, the blazers. Here's one here. It's a Pronto Omo. Lately, I'll be honest with you guys, I can't get rid of these things. I buy them all the time because you know what? I think it's just in my head that I've bought them and I was selling them for really good money, but now I just seem to can't get rid of them.
This is interesting. This one says 80s 2-ply, so I don't know
Yeah,
what that
2-ply,
means.
9-iron. I mean, this has, you can look them up on the complete listings. They do sell. But maybe I'm having some bad luck with them. Maybe I'm priced too high. I don't know.
Look at this guy.
Now this brand is a tricky brand. I like to grab them, and I'm taking chances with them.
Mike just likes this
Yeah, I like
particular
the style.
style, and this particular style does sell. So it's when you've got the solid color shirt with the white collar and the white cuffs.
And
That's
this is
Donald Trump.
just a Donald Trump. I mean,
Actually, it's a very nice feeling shirt.
Trump
Like
don't
I can,
make shit, Kim.
I mean, it's all right. Calm down. But it is. It's a very
don't make
soft,
garbage.
nice feeling shirt. So, and that's
The last one I had of those. The last one I had of those, it took forever to sell.
Yeah.
By the way.
So we'll
Anyway,
see.
let's see what we can do. All right, guys. The rest of this is craziness. This is craziness. I'm excited. Let's go. All right. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go through. I'll grab these.
All right,
and
we'll
then
just
you-
go through them as we
Yeah.
go through them.
So
This is something I grabbed today. American Girl doll. And this is for Molly. Molly, I believe, is retired now. Molly, I remember my sister had Molly, the doll Molly.
get to know Molly.
And
She's from 1944. Molly McIntyre.
yep. So this is a set with, it's got the books, it's got a puzzle.
It's brand new.
It's completely brand new. Everything is sealed. The puzzle's still sealed. The books are still sealed. It's the complete set. These things are not cheap. If anybody has ever bought an American Girl doll for their own child or for a grandchild or anybody, American Girl doll stuff is not cheap.
We were at Walmart.
All.
What the heck was that brand?
My Girl.
Was it My
It's called
Girl?
My Girl.
The whole aisle was empty.
Yeah.
Because all that
it fits.
It fits American Girl.
Yeah. American Girl doll stuff is not cheap at all. And this set, I guarantee you this set was $50 to $60 brand new.
I looked it up before I went live, and I think there's one that sold for like $15, which I was like, I'm not selling that for $15.
No, this will go
There's a couple
for
on
way
eBay,
more.
but here's the thing: there's none of them on Amazon. You can scan that all day long, and it comes up. So what am I doing? I'm taking a picture, create a listing, put it on Amazon, $60.
So that's
maybe it'll sell once it gets there. Maybe it'll.
I don't know. But
That'll probably be gone before Christmas. I want it gone tomorrow.
This one, this particular one, the puzzle features Kit, Samantha, Kaya, and Molly. And I know Kit and Kaya are two of the newer ones, but that stuff is so expensive. I mean, one year when Maddie was younger, we took her to the American Girl doll store in Chicago. I mean, just to get her, they have a whole salon for your little American Girl doll that you can have her done. It was like $30 for the girl to get her hair done and get all spruced up. And I mean, it is absolutely unbelievable. Mr. Sadie says, yeah, my wife dropped $1,200 in Chicago on $5 and some clothes.
I've been there.
Oh, yeah. That's not even if you're going to go have tea or lunch at the American Girl Doll Cafe.
Yeah, dude. People got a lot of money. I mean, people got just, I don't know.
Well, I dropped $300 on a doll and like 2 outfits.
Oh, no.
And Mike would be like, what the heck did you come home with? I'm like, well, we got a new doll.
But that was just, I mean,
you know,
all her friends had one, and, everybody was talking about it. I'm like, you know what, I can't give her a Cabbage Patch.
Yeah, it's,
a real thing,
yeah, but it is ridiculous.
Unless you're kids, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, so then here, I'm telling you guys, look at these. You'll see these boxes as soon as the thrift store.
Oh, yeah.
These laser ink cartridges, these laser jet refills, the toner cartridges. And I mean, you just pick them up and you scan them. If you can't scan them, right? Because like this one here is not for resale, so it probably came with a printer or something. I'm taking the sticker off, right? And this is like $50 all day long on Amazon. It'll probably sell when it gets checked in, without a doubt.
These are the types that companies use. Like I used to use these when I worked in the office. This is the kind that you change the big cartridge that you have to go down like that and you change.
Here's the biggest thing is that, like, I mean, here they got seals on them, so right there, because sometimes these thrift stores get sneaky. They try to tape it back up, thinking, oh, it's brand new. On the HP ink, look for the seal. If that seal's not broken, it's mint.
Yep.
It's brand new. So that's a good hustle there. We got a lot of craziness. Here's one. It's just take a hike, no reading required board game, I think.
Invented by a 5-year-old.
Learning Palace. I don't know. It's scanned. It's FBA.
Take a hike through the rainforest, collect backpacks, camping. Winner of the 1994 National Young Game Inventors Contest. So.
Yeah, cha-ching. I mean, if you're talking about the ink, I mean, I just sold, no joke, I sold in the past 6 days probably 45 Lexmark cartridges. I mean, I can't get enough of them. I wish I can get more. They get checked in, boop, 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 gone.
So that's a good one. Yeah. Completely sealed. And actually, it still has the original tag on it that they got from the Learning Place. If you have never been to the Learning Place, they have all kinds of educational toys and games and things like that. It's one of the, a teacher's favorite place to go. However, they are pretty expensive. This game actually wasn't too bad. It was a $15 game, so not bad. Yeah, they found the ink at Salvation Army. I find it there all the time. Salvation
Army. Goodwill, they
sometimes sometimes no.
Sometimes Goodwill's a little goofy, but Salvation Army, it's like $1.99 or $2.99. Doesn't matter what ink it is. Yep. And it goes. Here's something that Northern Picker put up here. By the way, happy belated birthday. His birthday was last week. Okay. Yeah, here, guys, look at this. Pencil sharpener. I mean, who doesn't remember this, right? If you don't, now you see these things. These things go for coin, without a doubt. I remember when I was going to school, there, it was right like. I mean, hey, did you have one of these?
I'm sorry, I'm dealing with a child issue here.
Do you have these at your school?
Yes, and they suck.
They suck?
Oh yeah.
Well, then grab them.
Well, I can't
these metal
steal
ones, right?
them.
I'm not stealing. We were going to replace them.
They're, bolted in.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple screwdrivers. You go there. just tell them, you know what, we're gonna hook you up with something else.
Honestly, the kids don't use them. They use my electric one because you can't share it. Just eats them.
Okay, then explain to them. Hey, just use the
Okay,
electric
Mike.
one.
Yeah, you explain it. To
I
them.
will. I'll go in there and talk to her.
Okay. Anyway.
All right. So that's an awesome find.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go.
look for those pencil sharpeners, guys. Those bring some coin. They're good too. Like if you can't find brands on them, there, go lay down.
Okay, we're gonna have to speed
Hey.
this along because I have kids bothering me and dogs bothering.
All right, hold on. Let's see here. So, yeah. So you find those. I mean, if they don't have the name brand, you can't find the name brand on them. You can light them up if you find a bunch of them. I find a lot of those at estate sales I go to, and you usually go in like the man cave or the garage, stuff like that. And you'll see one laying there, and get it for like $1. All right. Find through these. All right. Found another puzzle. I like selling puzzles. I find puzzles all the time, brand new, and these actually sell pretty good on Amazon. Sometimes you get some that are ranked like 1,500,000, but they sell. I mean, they do sell. There's a radio flyer. I mean, it's got great subject matter to it. I think maybe $20 on this. We'll see. It's up over there.
Let me show you these real quick.
Okay, so we were talking earlier about the
Poly bagging and
Yeah.
stuff. So these games were not brand new. They were not sealed. We checked that they had all their pieces and everything. So they had all their pieces. So we put these online. This is the Disney edition. And then so what we did was we poly bagged this. So you can see we've used our sealer and poly bagged it so that it's ready to go where it needs to go.
Yeah, brand new, that's like 30. Used like $20. And you know what? It's just about presentation when it comes to selling an item, right? Now, these are used, but they're packaged up. I don't want them beat up. And when a customer gets it, they're like, wow. But here's the thing, too. Here's what I take the extra step, and I actually make little impulse seal bags, and I put little pieces in it.
I love pieces.
Yeah, so they're not all in the box. When they open it up, they're like, ooh, it looks like it's brand new.
They're not rattling around.
Yeah, you can't. It's nothing's rattling around. It's like when you open it up.
Rattling.
If I was to open this up right now, rip it apart, it would look like it was brand new.
Right. So here's Simpsons operation. Again, same thing.
Yeah, this is I use with my my impulse sealer. Bear down.
We put them up there. So.
And I use my poly tubing, and I have a 16-inch poly tubing, so they fit these type of board games really well. Here's one right here. Now this isn't 16 inches, so I couldn't use my poly tubing for this. Now I could have went and bought another bigger poly tubing, but honestly, I mean, I come across these 1 out of every 50 I find.
So this is called King Oil.
King Oil board game.
Definitely a vintage. Combine luck and strategy to control the oil field.
Yeah, so here again, I mean, I've went through there. These are complete. I've looked at it, all the pieces. I bagged the pieces, and then if you could see here, right, all I gotta do is slap the labels on them. But this one here this was longer than 16 inches or wider. So I just had to use 2 pieces. And I taped them together. And I mean, you're not really hearing much movement.
No, and those are the
And actually, if you get the drop test, I don't want to drop it, but I mean, it's not going to go anywhere. Because if you just send them in like boxed, right? I mean, you don't know what Amazon's doing with them. Somebody might be flying around on a forklift, and then you got your box that you didn't poly wrap, and it goes flying off the pallet of the guy doing the forklift, and there's 10,000 pieces laying on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna give you reimburse you, but what if it was a $500 game and they're gonna give you $10 for it?
Cha-ching, these are gonna go to Amazon. So.
Yeah, the King Oil, right, is not. There's no listing for that on Amazon. I'm thinking about creating that one. Yeah, the rest of those board games, the Operation Simpsons is on there. The Sorry Disney one is on there. The King Oil is not. King Oil I could sell on eBay for $30. I'm gonna shoot a little higher. I'm gonna create a listing for Amazon. So anybody else that gets this game, they can sell it. I'll probably be on the listing for, I don't know, $45. See what happens.
All right.
Here's another game. I don't even know what this is.
This is Bubble Science. So this is actually teachers could use this in their classroom. You make different shapes, put together different shapes, and then watch the bubbles come out that shape. So that's pretty cool. It's unbreakable.
Yeah, cha-ching. I
Good
don't
for
really.
Geometry, things like that.
99% of the board games I get, I just send to Amazon. I don't even want to deal with them. I just deal with them in the beginning, but I send them there. You know, and there's some like, what was the one I was just looking at? Oh God, there's a couple games that's just not worth sending to Amazon. You can get more money on eBay for them. But I'll talk about that later.
Just gotta do your research. I mean, we've got a ton of stuff here.
Yeah,
Right?
there's more stuff, guys.
We could be here 3 hours if
All
we
right.
don't keep
So this is
moving
boring
forward.
stuff this year, but I'm gonna here. VHS like exercise. I mean, they're all sealed. Buns of Steel, great buns of steel. Beautiful, sexy buns, quick as seen on TV. All right, Easy Steps. All right, this is kind of boring stuff. Cindy Crawford, sealed. All right, I mean, I grabbed the stuff that's sealed. All right, if it's $7, $8, I'm game. Here's one, Space Odyssey, 2001, sealed VHS. Charlotte's Web DVD, sealed.
Now this is the new version of Charlotte's Web, not the original version.
These are. I do really well at the media at my Salvation Army.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, I mean, the books I do really well at Goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Here's a Western one. It's got my boys on the back, man.
John Wayne, Charles Bronson, Lee
go.
Van Cleef, Jack Palance.
There you go. Yeah, so
Young Jack
I'm
Palance.
gonna have to look it up. I don't know. So Bridget Jones, sealed. You know, these are just like, hey, I get them and I ship them off. You got mail. This Congeniality.
Remember that when mail
Yeah,
when
you,
email first.
Yeah, you got mail.
That was AOL.
Or AOL, yeah.
Yeah, you got mail.
This was actually a nice find here. I don't know how this even got to the Goodwill. $1.99 for. It's a little Lego set of superheroes, Avengers, the Hulk.
This one's the Hulk.
But it's retired, right? It's a retired Lego and it's sealed. So I think that goes for like $28 or something like that, brand new. So that was awesome. Oh my God. All right, let's do this. All right, now we'll fly through some books. Vine of the Soul, some medicine doctor stuff. I mean, these books they were scanning for, I think the lowest one was like $8.
Okay.
There was some in here that were super home runs, like $30, $40, $100 books, $50. Here's another one, the Pharmacology of, I don't know what it is. Doesn't matter if I can't pronounce it. It's selling Chinese
herbs. The Pharmacology of Chinese herbs. So basically using Chinese herbs.
Yeah. All right, more VHS. All right. So this one I didn't even look. I just bought it because I'm like this.
This is the classic. This is the original Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. So it is the anniversary edition, I think. But it's the original Dick Van Dyke one. So not because there was a remake of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. But this is the original one. So
there was no ISBN or nothing. I didn't want to type it in, so I just bought it. So we'll see how that goes. Here's one. Does anybody remember this? The Freedom Force, 1984. These old cartoon VHSs sell really well. Stephen King, some of these ones that are not on DVD or Blu-ray, those sell really nice. This one was actually a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have known that this was worth money, but I just didn't, you know. The Sims
Ultimate Collection.
Look that up. I mean, used. It's like $40. Crazy. All right. A Barbie movie collection.
Here you've got Rapunzel, Swan Lake, Nutcracker, and the Island Princess. So.
Yep.
I remember Maddie used to love these Barbie musicals. I see you there.
I scanned these. They're $1, $1.99. Some of them. The box sets are like $1.99. The rest of them are like $1, or sometimes 50 cents. It's weird. Here's 2.5 Men, season 1. I don't know. I think it's like $12 used. Surviving the Dust Bowl. Any of these PBS or as seen on TV?
This was on my thing. I showed Mike. I said, "Go scan this," and he says, "Why?" He's like, "This is stupid." I said, "Because I'm telling you, these are the types of things that we use in our classroom to show when we're teaching about certain things."
In 1931,
and
rain
they are
stopped
not
and the
cheap.
black blizzards began. No.
To buy them even for teachers to buy them, they are not cheap. You're looking at least $20 every time that we have to pay for it. So.
Oh, Adam, you talking about that Sims? It might be 70 then. Yeah, I remember new was like 110. I don't know. I'll have to look at it.
So.
But yeah,
this one's Surviving the Dust Bowl.
PBS ones are good. Here's one that we bought, and I actually watched this last night, and I was like, "There's no need for me to keep it." It was The Alamo with Dennis Quaid, Billy Bob Thornton, and.
It wasn't a bad movie, but I would never watch it. I mean, I'm not going to watch it again.
Disney Nature, any Disney stuff, I mean, definitely take a look at.
This one's Oceans.
Cool. Oceans. I think they had a whole series on all that stuff, but the rate I find all this media, I mean, I would never work. I'd be in front of the TV all day.
Yeah.
Watch this stuff. So I just get it, quick flip it, send it to Amazon. Here's another one here, Religious. How Great Thou Art.
Religion sells,
Religion
people.
sells. I mean, they're yapping on the back. I don't know if it's comedy or what, but it's got a barcode and scan.
No, it's songs, honey. They're singing
Okay,
all the
well,
classic.
They need to start singing to the bank, so they need to get in a box and go to Amazon.
Although, I have to say, I'm going to stop for a second because I love a good classic religious song like Amazing Grace and things like that. But some of the names of these songs, really honestly,
Are they like the title of ZZ Top songs?
well, let me tell you, here's one for example. There is a fountain filled with blood. That sounds like that sounds like a True Blood episode.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what that sounds like.
There's a cowboy church down the road. I don't know what goes on there. I've thought about walking in, saying, hee haw, what's going on?
I don't know.
Is that really name one of the titles?
There is a fountain filled with blood featuring David Phelps. So I don't know.
Some religious remark to it. I don't know.
I think next season you're going to see a True Blood episode named that. That's what.
Hey, thanks, Adam. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Go kill it tomorrow. Go make some money.
So anyway.
So yeah, I don't know.
All right,
hold on. Let me go through these.
Oh, okay.
So these are like super home runs with these Johnny Quests. All these different episodes. They sell really well on VHS. If you see them, they're not like $4, $5, $6 you'll get for those used. This one here didn't have like a barcode or nothing, and I bought it just because of the subject matter. Right? It's from Star Wars to Jedi: The Making of the Saga. Well, it's a penny VHS, right? But when I looked at it earlier, there was one seller at $4.68, so it's not really a penny yet. FBA. We'll see what happens with it.
Maybe there's an eBay
we'll see.
eBay buyer on that.
Here's another Stephen King Night Shift Collection Volume 2, The Boogeyman. Some of these, that's why some of these VHSs are worth money because they're not on DVD.
Yeah, you can't get them.
And look at a lot of the horror stuff. He won't let me buy Chucky, so I have to buy the stuff that's on the FBA. All right, so here's another one. All right, anytime you see, Jimmy Buffett, right? Any live show I have found, like audio CDs, they do really well.
Because people want to, if they've been to that live show or whatever, they want to.
Yeah, and it's Jimmy Buffett, right? Mr. Margarita.
That's right.
So that's a nice one there, and it's got a CD and a DVD in it.
I could be wasted away in Margaritaville. So.
I hear you. it's got all the hits.
Oh, and it's got a DVD that comes with it too. So nice.
A lot of these CDs, and here's a secret: these thrift stores don't know there's DVDs in some of the CDs. So look at the cassettes, or not the cassettes, but the CDs. Because I pull a lot of them out where I'm like, I open it up. Because the dead giveaway is this.
Well, it says DVD.
Well, yeah, in the back it say DVD. But a thrift store or even people at garage sales, they don't think anything of it. They just say that's a CD.
Yep, and this is live in Anguilla.
Yeah, it's like $13.
So there you go.
Nice. I want to go to the Bahamas with Jimmy Buffett. Hang out with him. I had to buy this one. I didn't even look at this one, but you guys know I'm Eddie Vedder, Pearl Jam fan. Great movie, Into the Wild, on audio book CD.
Such a great story, too. Really is.
Awesome movie. I'm sure it's worth something. It's got to be.
I don't know.
It's got to be. This one here, some of these audio CDs go for a crazy coin. And this one here, I could be wrong, but it's over $60 or $70 used for this. Rebecca Daphne Domari. I don't know. Pushing the name. But it's narrated by Anna Macy. It's 12 CDs unabridged. So if anybody's interested, let me know before it goes to Amazon.
There you go.
But yeah, but at least some of these, I've killed it with these. I've gotten some stuff like that where I sent it in. I remember doing this the first couple times I got some of these audio CDs that were like $100 or $200, thinking, who the hell is going to buy this used? And they actually, believe it or not, they sell. They do sell. So if you see them and they're $1 or $2, and you look at it and you scan it with your phone, you're like, really? $80? $150? Trust me, grab them. Some are long tail, but some of them move. It is crazy. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but they're weird. It's weird.
Is this book, Rebecca, obviously not the audio, but the actual book was written in 1938.
There you go. I'm making it now.
Well, there you go.
Got this brand in the box, stainless vacuum igloo 1 liter thing, vintage, right?
Thing?
I don't know.
Canteen?
Canteen? No, not a canteen.
Thermos.
It's a thermos. Igloo thermos, 1991, brand new in the box. All right. I didn't really have to do anything when I saw that. I didn't scan it or nothing like that. I just said that's money. Thermos, igloo. especially stainless steel.
Oh, Bearsy. I've been gone today at a seminar for a while, and poor Bear is missing his mommy.
All
What do we
right,
got
so
there?
I got pretty lucky today, and this is why I like books. Honestly, I mean, Kim likes the romance novels, the teaching stuff, right? I like stuff that's going to teach me something, really.
Mhm.
Or if it's something like mafia related and it's got history, I like reading that. But somebody dropped off a boat ton
Yeah.
and I'm not even showing you guys all of it because some of it I'm keeping. But it was like it must have came from some. Actually, there was
Maybe a dealer.
yeah, it was a dealer, right? And there was some paperwork in here. It came out of Bally's in Las Vegas. So I don't know if the guy was at the shows. I don't know who this person was.
Mhm.
His name's all over the stuff, but some of these books, these reference encyclopedia. Here's one for half dowels. They go for really good money, guys. This one is like an $80 book, and I mean it's got wear and tear, but as you can see, all of them are like that. Like so, the guy who was doing it, the antique dealer or whatever, he was
Must
making
have
notes.
had those dolls or
Yeah,
something.
he's making, he had little notes here, so I got to go through them and remove that. But
Okay, Bear,
I
no,
like
no, no,
reading
no.
this stuff just so I can get a little more education on this stuff. Because
Yeah.
honestly, one of these half dowels, like here, this I don't know, this MW535, I wouldn't know. I swear to you, I would not know if I was at a thrift store if that was a $1,000 piece or something with $2. I wouldn't know. That's why I like getting these. So I'm gonna go through these and I'll send them in the FBA. But there's one there. These books are actually pretty shocking if you see these. I've sold these a couple times. These Victorian Staffordshire figurines. These are like, this is like $80 book, guys. 60 to 80 bucks. I mean, it's heavy, and it's newer, but I mean, the pictures are in color, very detailed. Some of these you come across it's black and white. This is like mint. So that's like 80 bucks. What was this? This was cool. I think this was 40 bucks too. Reef fishes. Coral reef, if people are into that. I mean, all this stuff that, interest. I mean, look at the pictures. It's a $20 or $40 book.
Beautiful.
But anything fish related, look at those. Some, are junk, whatever.
Antique,
Okay.
Oh, antique lamp buyer's guide.
Yes, this is why I get them. But when I was scanning them, I'm like, no. Because I was just going to buy them for myself. Because when I see stuff like this, these antique books or, like little guides, I buy them and I read them and I mess around and I just say, okay, I can get more information out of it. Because honestly, I mean, yeah.
Guys, you have to do research.
Yeah.
Nobody knows everything. And so if you're saying to yourself, well, you see something like this for $1 or whatever, and boy, I've happened to be seeing a lot of lamps lately, but I don't really know what the right thing is. Well, now you've got a resource guide.
Yeah, I mean, here. Would any of you know, I mean, maybe you've done your homework on lamps. You see, right? Like those wall scones.
Sconces.
Or sconces.
Scones are things you eat.
But like that right there, I mean, they don't really give you a price, but they tell you what it is.
Well, they tell you they do tell you what the price range
Do
is right here. Below.
Okay, yeah.
585 to 700. So under each picture, there's a pricing guide.
I thought there was.
Pretty expensive for a cookie that you
and
eat
and this could be from, let's see the date on this.
Wow.
2007. So I mean, that's the problem with a lot of these books is the prices are off a little bit. But I mean, it gives you an idea of it tells you what it is.
Can I pull those scones off the wall and
Yeah,
have them with my tea tomorrow
Ma'am, how much are
morning?
the scones?
I'll be
Excuse
like
me?
you and your colander. Oh my god.
The colander and the scones, please. How much?
Oh my god.
Excuse me, sir? Are you that moron Global Voodoo from YouTube? Yes, I am. All right, so there's that one.
Oh, stop you
Here,
two
I mean,
animals.
how could you pass them up? Antique brass and copper.
Hey.
I'm in. I want to learn. Bear.
Bear, come on, over here. Over here.
But all
Oh my
these really
goodness.
actually have excellent ranks, and they go for really good money. Some antique guides and books, identification guides, that really aren't worth a lot. But when you find a really nice collection from somebody, and these here's the brand really I've noticed that does really well. It's collector books. It's that stamp on the back. They're all in color. So yeah, real cool stuff there. Here's another one I found. Another Staffordshire, book number 2. These are 50, 60 bucks. Boom.
Yeah, and I mean these
That's heavy.
Staffordshire
You could kill me with that
figurines
book.
are amazing,
There.
absolutely amazing.
Oh.
Late 19th century, you're talking about 1835 to 1875. Just absolutely amazing, these figurines. This one doesn't really tell you what the pricing is, but definitely gives you information on
Yeah.
it, so that if you see something
Identify
like
it.
you can at least identify it and then
Do you see
start
our
looking it up.
occupied Japan stuff in there?
This is from England, so it's not going to be occupied
Okay.
Japan stuff. No.
See, now this is something. I mean, if you see this at the thrift store, this is like nice stuff, not like that occupied Japan.
Right. Yeah.
You can't sell that stuff. That's from another video. Yeah, Mr. Sadie. Yeah, the how-to books, a lot of how-to
Yep.
construction books, electrical. Those sell really well. Here's one here, Suzanne. I don't know what she looks funky.
I don't know what her
She's
name
lean
is.
and muscle mass, right? DVD. These workout DVDs sell.
She got some funky hair on
I
the
don't
top.
know,
I don't know. See, here's the thing. If I'm buying a workout tape, I am not buying it from a chick that looks like this. I'm sorry. I'm just
Try
not.
full energy, Kim.
She probably is,
Let's
but
go 1, 2.
like you guys
should
maybe
do-
would. But I'm telling you what, I do not want to look at Miss Perky, this thing.
Who do you want to see up there?
Well, I don't know. I want to see somebody who I don't know, but I don't want perky little like, oh my god, bubble looking girl.
How do you know she's that? You're just judging her.
How do I know? Because look at this picture. I can tell you from this picture, right? That's how I
Okay.
know. This picture right here, I can tell you she's gonna be like, oh my god.
1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
Oh, oh, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I can't do it.
Yeah, Occupy Japan. There was stuff that was made like right after World War II, and a lot of it's junk, but it's collectible. It is
Yeah.
collectible to some people out there, and they're like porcelain stuff. You flip it over, and it'll say like made in
I
Occupy
think
Japan.
that was like the third video that we did or something.
Yeah.
It was in there. So.
But we haven't sold those yet. We still got them.
No. Okay, so come on, we're gonna have to not go through all of this. I
No,
think.
we're almost done.
Oh, good. Okay.
Fly through this stuff. All right, so we got more glass.
All right. Some more.
These were
glasses.
kind of Kim's finds, and then we still got more.
I know.
All right.
I found these. I thought these were cool. Honestly, I don't know if you've looked these up yet,
I haven't looked
but
them up. Ever since we rocked that Hard Rock Cafe little shot glass,
Yeah.
I'm like, let's just look.
Big Nose Kate's from Tombstone, Big Nose Kate's Saloon from Tombstone, Arizona. So these were actually $1.99 for the pair, and they were half off, so they were 50 cents a piece. But they're actually pretty nice glasses.
You know, Tombstone, Arizona. I mean,
So
if nobody's gonna buy them, I'm drinking out of them. That's the problem with the glasses.
yeah. Here's
why
I
I
found
don't buy
the
coffee mugs.
I found a Killian's like
glass.
shot glass here.
Barware. I mean, as long as it's got a name brand to it, it's all got a market to it.
Am I screaming, Jeff? I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. She's mad.
Crown Royale.
All right, those are really turn it over. All right, and I'll go on the inside. That's actually a really nice Crown Royal. There was a pair of them. I just see myself sipping on Crown Royal. Darling, cigars, please.
Oh my
before I
god.
break it.
Hard Rock. This one's Vegas.
Yeah, Chris, Crown Royal. I mean, yeah, every time. I mean, people like this stuff. Here,
This
Kim
is-
looked at me and was like, "No."
This is yours.
I
I
did
am
buy
not
this.
taking credit for
Hey,
this one. Thank you very
Dunkin'
much.
Donuts sells. This is brand new. You don't think this will sell?
It's not brand new.
Ooh, okay, well, I'll make it brand new.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that means I love DD, which means Dunkin' Donuts. People go. I mean, it's like Starbucks, but not like I'm super drugged out. Like, oh my god, I need my Starbucks, right? I mean, it's Dunkin' Donuts.
I cannot. 2009.
Okay, so they probably you can't find that at the store anymore.
Oh no, that's all you, dude.
I'm gonna sell this. I'm thinking like $18 to $24 shipped. I mean, it's a nice little cup. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
Well, if that's what you want. All right, here we've got a little espresso maker. This one is I'm trying to Bialetti, made in Italy.
Those are nice. Those are like $65, $70 brand new.
So you're not. I don't know that. I don't know that you're going to be able to see
No, turn the side. It's
that
the logo.
bottom there, but there it is.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Brand new, those do pretty well, but you'll find these at thrift stores, and it's like easy $20. I mean, sometimes they go for 30, and they're really well made.
Yeah, it's very well made.
I don't know.
My God.
I'm trying to kill that fly. All right, we're almost done, guys. All right, so let's get. All right. Show them this. Oh, authentic.
I know. All right, here's my little find today. Nemo. The kids used to call him Nemo instead of Nemo. Nemo. Remember that Nemo?
Oh my God, I got
Finding
that
Nemo. I want to watch Nemo. This is actually. Hold on, because this is specific. It's Nemo Sprinkle, but it's authentic Disney Store exclusive. So I'll show you the tag here. Let's see if. Authentic Disney Store exclusive.
We're looking those up. We did look these up when we were in the store, and the standard Nemo ones go for like 15 to 20, and then there's people that sell for $2 shipped.
He's got the little gimpy fin there.
Yeah, but he was what, a crystallized one, or?
I already said that. Sprinkle.
Sprinkle.
Nemo Sprinkle. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. 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 Swimming.
Okay.
All right.
And you're drinking sweet tea?
I am.
So yeah, we'll see what we can do with that. I'm thinking $20 shipped. Right? Plush is easy to sell.
Yeah.
I mean, is there a barcode? Yeah, I even scanned it.
Yeah.
This might be on Amazon.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I prefer to sell plush on Amazon, honestly.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, there is something.
There's a fly.
There's a fly.
Nemo, get the fly! All right, so there's that.
Dad!
All right, so we're going to get down to our finds. Ooga, 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 ooga. All right, these Transformers, these Nerf blasters, they're big and bulky, right?
Yeah.
But they're becoming more valuable, honestly. So, like, there's this one here.
Now, is that an Autobot or a...
Decepticon.
It's a Decepticon,
right?
Okay.
And you can hold in your hand, you're like, pew, pew, and you're just fighting, like you're getting gangbusters, right?
Wow.
You know, I mean, it's just got it going on.
That's
These
really
go
cool,
for $25
actually.
to $35 shipped, right?
That's really cool.
But it's going to cost you $10 to ship these, right? So it's kind of a pain in the butt. But it's, you know, when you get them for a buck or two, they're worth it. And they do sell. And then, you know, like this one here, this is the other one they made. I am Optimus Prime.
Anthony, when he was little, couldn't say Optimus, so he called him Astimus.
These blasters, look them up. I mean, Transformers, the movie's coming out this weekend, so
tomorrow.
Yeah,
we might have to. We
go
might
see
just have to go see that movie tomorrow.
I know. No, it's
No,
tomorrow.
it's
off the
tomorrow.
hook. You ready to go?
It's tomorrow. Yeah, really.
Like right now, I mean, anything Transformers, you should be snagging. If you see anything Transformers, even if you're like by the kids' baby section, there's a Transformers shirt, grab it. Seriously, Transformers backpack. They're saying what?
No, I just. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What was that? Jeez, man.
You scared the hell out of me.
No,
I was like, is there a scorpion on me?
No, I just looked at your shirt for a minute.
I'm Magnum PI. So what up?
You are kind of like Magnum P. Like what was his name? Don Johnson.
Who?
Don Johnson.
Crockett.
Yeah.
Crockett didn't wear this stuff.
Oh, well, I could.
He had the white pants on, the wife beater.
No, you're looking.
This is
like,
nice, right?
Like Hawaii
It's
5-0.
Hilo Haiti.
Like.
Hilo Haiti. It's not Tommy Bahama. I can't afford Tommy Bahama. It's a nice Hilo Haiti shirt. I mean, I'm comfortable in it. All right, this is like 18 to 25 bucks.
Here's the problem, though, is that I'm looking at that and it's making me think that you need to be wearing some white linen pants and we need to be on a beach somewhere.
Well, maybe that's what we got all this stuff for.
All right.
All right. Maybe we got to change the game plan. Maybe that'd be like in 4 months from now.
Okay.
Right after we've done this other stuff. Now we're going to go on this white beach.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay, so let's get into these. And you might have crushed. I think you crushed one of these.
I did. I had some good picks.
This is worth money.
Okay.
Let's hold that.
I know. Well, I know I was holding it. Okay, I found this, you guys. It was $2.99, and I said, I'm getting this. And I looked at Mike and I said, it doesn't have a barcode. I don't care. I'm buying this. Here's what it is. Okay. Recipe cards. Okay, so it's got the original.
It's got that 70s, late 60s flair.
Maybe even 50s. I'm not
50s.
sure.
The graphics are nice.
And it is full. Yeah. It has, I'm going to show you this way, it has all of the cards. It's complete. Absolutely complete.
Bust that glass.
I know. It's absolutely complete. I think this is a home run. I think I have hit it out of the park.
Can we just look at one recipe? I mean, because the thing's damn heavy.
It is heavy.
And here's the thing is, here's the other
heavy.
thing too, is this is what I noticed when we were checking out.
Yeah.
if you look at this stuff, and this is this whole, I'm trying. You guys are gonna learn something, right?
I'm gonna.
This plastic that's on here, right? You could tell it came from somebody who's either smoked or it was in the kitchen and all the grease got to it.
Yeah, because it's all yellow.
Because it's yellowed, right?
Uh-huh.
And you can get a lot of the sprays that you get, just like cleaner sprays.
Yeah.
It'll take it right out, like an OxyClean.
All right.
Oh,
so,
this thing was mint.
Yeah. So I'm opening this up. This looks, honestly, you guys, look at these cards. It looks like nobody's even touched them.
It's like a
Okay.
59
There.
mantle.
I mean, so this one happens to be for
There.
baked cornbread pudding. There's different
Sit.
different categories. Our rich heritage, our famous restaurant, Sundays at home, so Sunday dinners, our Italian heritage,
Where's
Southwest,
the Hank Aaron rookie?
New England, French, budget stretchers, Old South holidays, low calorie kid children's favorite, county fairs, contemporary. Do I have? Let me see if there's a 1973.
Okay, so 73.
1973.
What do you think that's worth?
I have no idea.
What do you want to sell for? It's heavy. It's going priority.
Yeah,
40?
honestly, oh no, I was thinking like 60.
Really?
Yep. These are all,
Oh yeah, these are in here.
I mean, baked Alaska. Who makes baked Alaska anymore?
My great grandmother used to make baked Alaska pie. That's what it looks like, and I don't know. I don't know if anyone wants to try that. But anyway, yeah, this might be a good find. So what do you think? Like 70?
Hold on, somebody asked what it is. Our rich McCall's. Does anybody out there other than me remember McCall's? My grandmother used to get McCall's magazine.
Yeah, wasn't that Betty Crocker's like competition?
Oh yeah, McCall's Great American Recipe Card Collection. That's what this is. And it is every single one. Fondues. Okay. You got fondues in here, family favorites.
Wait, outdoor entertainment.
Yeah. Recipes for children you can make.
Oh, maybe.
So then in
your
here,
own.
oh yeah, ooh, there's some.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
McCall's. Then there's
Look through things when you get stuff like this, because when I was looking through those board games earlier, before I wrapped them, before we went live, I found, no joke, 1 silver quarter and a dime in the box with the pieces.
So there's some stuff
Always
behind
look for money.
here, some index cards behind here that they
Ooh, an
use.
enchilada.
So
I can go for an enchilada too.
probably
Ching.
in the Southwest section there was a
Oh, there was a Southwest
there's
section.
a South
New England?
like arroz con pollo, which is chicken and rice.
That actually looks damn
Banana
good.
treasures, tamale pie, brandied caramel flan,
Well, the heck with selling
buñuelos.
this, let's create a blog.
Ooh, buñuelos. Oh my God, those are so good. Cauliflower
All right.
salad bowl.
Okay, so we're
Oh yeah,
thinking-
chicken enchiladas.
Oh, let's see.
Here they
What
are.
does it look like?
Chicken enchiladas.
Oh, damn. That looks like what Grandma used to make. Look at those. Oh, man. Look at Fiesta ware. Oh, that looks
Chilaquiles,
good,
chile con
man.
queso, chiles
All right.
rellenos. Oh, you like chiles rellenos.
Yeah. All right. So, okay, let's shut this. So, what are we thinking? $7?
Okay. I'm thinking.
I mean, we don't want to
I
sell
don't
for
know.
$12 shipped. It's
Oh
gonna
God,
cost
no.
$12.
No. I'm thinking somewhere around $60. I mean, it's got everything. It's
Yeah, Paul,
got.
if you're running, I need a Mexi Melt. That's what I eat at Taco Bell.
It's all
Mexi
in
Melt.
here. I mean,
It's
it's
nice.
every
It is
single
brand
one
new.
is in here, and they honestly don't look like they'd ever been used.
No, because if they were used, there would be some finger marks, there'd be some dirt,
Mm-hmm.
some spaghetti sauce stains. You know what I mean?
So
So let's face it, the woman
impromptu
that
party in
the
case
woman
you're having an
the
impromptu
woman that had
party.
these never cooked.
Or she got it and I don't know, never
Yeah.
did anything. I don't know, but
All right, we'll see.
so
30 to $50 looking at eBay. There we go. All right. Might have scored there, Kimmy.
for $3, I couldn't pass it up. There we go.
All right. You scored 3 things out of the 2 here. These are the ones I think are home runs, guys. Look at this one. You know what? You show them that one
All right.
and this one.
Yeah.
But this is important to say that this.
Yeah, that's what
this
I'm-
thing
that's
is
what I'm doing.
complete.
All right. So I've got Mickey.
What is?
MICKEYMOUSE, Mickey Mouse. But it's a Build-A-Bear Mickey Mouse. So I don't know if you can see the tag or not. Build-A-Bear Mickey Mouse. Really, it really truly is iced tea, you guys. There's nothing in it. Build-A-Bear Mickey Mouse. And so Mike was looking this up. It's all the original. It's the Build-A-Bear clothing on him. So Mike looked this one up on eBay. He saw somebody that was selling this exact same one for $180. He is in perfect condition. Nothing wrong with him. No stains or anything. I mean, he doesn't even look like a kid like snuggled with him at all. Super super nice. Build-A-Bear's not cheap. For those of you that don't know, I mean, I took the kids to Build-A-Bear when they were younger, and they built. Maddie had a bunny, and then she had a bear or something like that. I mean, these Build-A-Bears are not cheap. I think I spent $50 a bear for each kid, and then I had to buy accessories. So not cheap at all.
What, 50 at least?
I would think $50 for him. No. I said that when I took the kids there, I spent $50 a bear when our own children made their bears.
I would think that goes over your original Build-A-Bear.
Yes.
Like just the outfit. That's the real one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I've already done that. Been there, done that, dear. It sounds like maybe it feels like he used to talk at one point because I can feel a clicker in here. So he may have talked, he may have squeaked or talked or said something at some point. So I'm looking, but I don't see anywhere where I would put a battery in him. So I'm not really sure. Hey, Bear, this is not for you.
Come on.
This is not
Outside.
your toy.
Look at the cat. Come on. Outside. He wants that damn Mickey.
I know, he wants Mickey Mouse, so I gotta find a place
Oh,
for.
he's freaking out.
I gotta
All
find a place for Mickey.
So this one here, I think you might do well in this. You know, it's like the Pinocchio book.
Yeah.
There's some. Just tell them real quick. We didn't put that in the.
Well,
pick
we'll do the pick for profit thing. Yeah, we'll do it, and I'll tell everybody.
Always in a rush.
Okay, so this is another thing I picked up. This was $12.99.
And here's the story with this, real quick, is that
We
we were
found
gonna
it.
grab it last week,
Mhm.
and then we're like, I don't know, you know. And I wanted to grab it, but I was like, I don't want to pay $13 for it.
Yeah.
Then I came home and I'm like, and I didn't look anything up. I just had it in my brain like, I should have bought that damn thing.
Yeah.
And then we came back today,
And it was
then
there.
they were sitting there. I'm like, I've got to buy it now.
So we said, you know what, we're gonna buy it. I don't know exactly what it is, so if somebody does happen to know exactly what it is, it's heavy, it's wooden, it's hand painted and hand carved. You can tell clearly that it's hand carved by the the way that
This is
the
wicked,
wood is
guys.
in here. But here's the front, and I'll put my little fingers there. It sort of looks like a I don't know what. I guess it's supposed to be a horse.
I don't know. It's cool.
Kind of looks like a giraffe
Look at
head
the
to
teeth.
me,
Go down
but
with it.
there's teeth. Yeah, look at the
that thing.
teeth. And those teeth are coming out. I mean, they're not painted on here. They're actual teeth right there. Wooden spikes. So
And
some
painted.
sort of Indian something, I think, or Mexico, or
I don't know.
I'd guess it has some sort of
We paid $13 for it. I mean, I'm not selling it for $40.
Africa, maybe. You're right, Africa, maybe.
I really don't want to sell it for $40.
I don't know. I mean,
It's gorgeous.
I could totally see that it would have been used maybe in some sort of ceremony, or it could be.
It's got a
I
thing
mean,
like
this
somebody
is to
hung it.
hang it. Yeah, I mean, but I'm sure that this was made for wall art. But I could see it as
It's
this
made also
being
as a mask.
representative of somebody wearing it. Because if you see here, you can see the nose part is. I mean, it totally fits
There you go,
my.
Mr. Sadie.
I mean, it
African
fits my
souvenir
face.
mask wall art. Do we hit a home run here? I mean, is this a $4 thing, a $10 thing? I don't want. Maybe we got duped at 14. I don't know.
So I don't know.
I thought it was neat.
Interesting.
Totally cool. We'll see what we can do with it.
We'll see what happens with it. Ow, ooh,
Uh-oh. You splinter?
ooh, I did get a splinter.
Oh, great.
Nope, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, Paul, the increase in sales, yeah. I mean, guys, I'm telling you this, right? And we're going to get into this at the end, but
Let's
you
hit this over
got to
here.
list more. You got to keep listing on eBay and Amazon. That's how you get more sales. It's that easy. It's not that, I mean, really. But there's an algorithm to eBay.
Yeah.
And it's listing. And if you list more, you get more.
All right, what else we got?
All right. So those were your, all right. Well, which one did you grab?
Where?
You got this one, yeah. I got stuff the other one.
You
So,
know which,
all
well,
right, let me
show
just-
the
let me-
one you
all right.
grabbed then. You show the one you grabbed while I get that.
You're at the
because-
Goodwill, right? If you're at the Goodwill, you got to know when the carts come out. You got to know when the carts come out. You got to. When I go into Goodwill, I run right to the back. That's where the carts are at. I run to the back because that's fresh. It's new. I want to see what's on there, right? Then I go through the rest of the store because the rest of the store might have been picked over, right? So I find this all the time. Label printers, right? And this is a Brother QL5670, right? $14.99. I'm like, I'm game, right? These aren't. I mean, if you're doing Amazon FBA, look in the market for a label writer, a thermal printer. These are not cheap, and they're super quick sellers on Amazon. You can sell them on eBay. People need these. I might just give away one of these because I don't know. But I got this. I was like, sweet, man, this is a freaking score, right? And while Kim's getting her drink, I'm just like holding this in my hand, and then I screamed cart. I never, I'm like, Kim, get a cart. Because I had the Darth Vader stuff, and, I got another thing here, and I was just overloaded. So, don't go after Mickey. So I was happy when I found this. I'm like, this thing here, I mean, we spent like $110 today. And right here, I knew like this is like 70 or 80 out of it. So I was really stoked when I found this. So then I'm too busy looking at this thing, and Kim's doing the smart move and looking around at the cart, right? And she pulled the better one out.
I pulled this one out. This one is the Dymo label maker.
Yeah, that one's, flip it over. It's the model.
Which model is this? 93105.
Yeah, that's like $100 all day long. Killer rank, boom. Now, you're asking, does it work? Well, we don't know if it works.
We'll find out.
From my experience, I'm going to plug it in, test it really quick, and I might just go, man, that might be better than mine I have, right?
If it works, what is my $10 investment going to?
It was $14.
Or $14. What's my $14?
Easily. So, you're talking about $75 after Amazon.
So my $14 turned to $75.
Yeah, $60.
Right.
That's how you do it. And all this other stuff. I mean, these little thermal printers, if they work, and I'm pretty sure they do, because I mean, somebody like went to some lengths to, I don't know, they probably came out of business that donated it, but they look brand new. So that was awesome. I mean, those two right there, just those two thermal printers. If we sell them tomorrow, which we could do a merchant fill tomorrow.
Yeah.
On Amazon, or you do it eBay. We're talking like 175, and we're up 50. And we got the rest of this stuff to sell, right? All right, so
it really truly is sweet to you guys. I'm like I don't know. I'm tired.
Yeah. If you guys need, I mean, I'm gonna test them. I might just say, hey, you might have a little contest next Thursday. Who wants a working Dymo?
Well, Jeff Warner says that I picked that just for you, Jeff.
I find these Dymos and I pick them up because I use them, and actually it's weird, I mean, I'm not saying it's weird, but they work. You just plug them in.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's a part missing, and it's usually the roller that holds the actual tape. That's missing, but you can buy that on eBay, or there's some websites you can buy just that little roller thing that holds the tape. It's like $4, $5 ship. Here's one thing, and then here's my last. I think I hit a home run with this.
All right, here's another little thing. It's owls. Owls are so hot right now, you guys. The vintage owls are coming back.
Hand paint on a piece of wood.
So
nothing
special, but you know what? You can sell it as folk art or stuff like that.
If you had to date that, what would you think that would be from?
I don't know.
70s? Looks 70s.
Could be. I mean, it's the 70s owls. I would think so just because it was at the thrift store. I don't think it was something somebody made immediately. It does have a name on it.
Where do you see the name?
Right down here.
Okay.
Aspaharni. So I don't know, but I
just
think
saw one of those go for $2.8 million.
Yeah, I think it is so stinking cute. The owls are just so cute. So
nice leaf, yeah. This stuff, this hand painted stuff, it's great for Etsy.
Yeah.
It'll sell on eBay, right? It'd probably go a lot quicker on Etsy.
Yeah.
Vintage owls, all you got to put.
Yep. And owls again. Owls are so hot. Go into Claire's right now. All the little girls are wearing owl stuff. Yeah. I really am not drinking. I don't know why I can't talk tonight.
So this was the big purchase. This was like $16, and I don't know. It's made by Tommy Trains, right? Tommy. I mean, this thing's.
Or do you say Tommy?
Tommy. I don't know. All right,
It's
this is the
154
road and
pieces.
rail system.
All right,
okay?
we're gonna both have to hold this here.
And I mean, this thing is. I mean, I'm gonna set it up. It's used, right? Mm-hmm. Brand new. This was probably $125.
Mm-hmm.
I looked on Amazon because I scanned the barcode. There's like one out there right now, like 290 brand new.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking I come in at like 185.
Yeah.
Right. I got to go through and set it up, which won't be that difficult. It'll actually be fun for me.
Yeah, Anthony might like to do it too.
And you know, this thing is badass. Oh my god, it's heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. Super.
It's,
The super deluxe set.
you know, and then here's the problem. I mean, either way I look at this, whether it's eBay or Amazon, it's big and bulky.
Yeah, it is.
And it cost me some money to ship it.
It is battery operated, by the way. So I mean, the train's.
It's overweight. I'm gonna get hit up with Amazon, but I
Yeah.
think the only place for this is Amazon.
Might be.
And if it doesn't sell right now, I mean, I can't imagine coming December 25th, and if this is still in my Amazon store.
Well, yeah. Hopefully all the
Because
pieces
this would
are
be
there.
like killer. I mean, really. So any of this stuff, when you find the bigger toys, right? They're worth some money. These are killer. So those were our scores.
That was them.
I think we did pretty well. But those?
Yeah. No.
No.
Okay.
That was
So that's
Amazon.
for you. Oh.
So that's what we got. We were
That's
just,
what we got.
I know this sounds crazy. Somebody messaged me the other day and said, Mike, dude, you just, you put out these videos and, you're just making this stuff up. No, I mean, if nobody believes us, come down to Arizona.
We are
Come with
not
us.
making
I'm
it
not-
up.
This isn't like a month worth of stuff saved up.
No.
This is just us
No,
going.
no.
Because I'm telling you guys, I almost posted on my Facebook, we're in trouble. Our show will be 5 minutes. And it would have been that Nautica shirt, the Nautica tie, the Nautica jacket, the Robert Talbot tie, and maybe a VHS or two.
Yeah.
And then we just waited a little bit, went within the 24-hour period, and went out and found the rest of this stuff. So, guys, the stuff's out there, right? I'm not saying everything we got here is super great, but for the $110 we spent, I think we could be at 1,000.
I don't know if our show would ever be 5 minutes. Between the two of us, I don't think we could get anything in
No.
5 minutes. I mean, it would have to be, hi, everybody, we have nothing, goodbye.
Yeah.
And that's never going to happen.
The first 35 minutes in this show, we're talking
We're
before we show
nothing.
anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just, the most important thing, you guys, is we're showing this because this is what we do for a living. And any one of you can go out and do this. This isn't that difficult, right?
No excuses.
Just-
I mean, we
yeah.
really did. We were looking and looking.
Yeah.
There really was nothing. That's where.
May the force be with you, right? That's because we got some Star Wars helmets. But think of it, too. Think of the movies coming out, and it's coming out next year. Grab some Star Wars, even if you're like, oh, it's not worth anything. Just put it in the box.
Star
Trust
Wars
me,
is
people
always
are going to be going
eventually.
crazy
Mhm.
for Star Wars. It's a small world after all. What does that mean, Kim?
Well, that was kind of the Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to know everybody with the Q&A, and maybe a little bit of Mickey Mouse with the Disney.
Can
and
we dig? Yes, we can.
Can we dig? We were digging through bins to
Yeah.
try and find anything. I mean, that was us saying we couldn't find anything. We were digging
Yeah.
until we finally found something.
It was like we were getting ready to leave the thrift store, and they had when we got in there, they had the cart.
Yeah.
We got the dymos. We're like, sweet. And then we just spent our 15, 20 minutes, and we're looking around, and I'm like, whoa.
We had nothing.
And just hit the rest of it. I
Nothing.
mean, that's how days go. I mean, it's not like I'm sure with this Thrift Hall Spreecast, there's gonna be a Thursday show where it's just gonna be like, that's all we got.
Yeah,
So-
and so no, honestly, no excuses. We can find, look at all of the stuff that we ended up finding, and
Yeah.
it would just happen to be a matter of us saying, okay, well, let's look at this. And I mean, I started looking through the women's clothing. Just to kind of see, I'm like, well, God, is there anything that might be in the women's clothing that I could find?
They had
Something.
suit jackets for $35 to $80. I'm
That
like,
was
man, there's
just-
no money in there.
I mean, we literally spent probably 25, 30 minutes in the book section. I was looking, Mike was, at one end, I was in the other
Yeah.
end, trying to look at anything that might come up. And then we said, okay, let's do one more sweep. Because the book in our Goodwill, the book section is in the front of the store. So I said, okay, well, let's go and do one more quick sweep, because we were like, oh my God, what are we going to do? We're not going to have anything to show anybody.
Yeah, I mean, and trust me,
And
there's
when
days,
we did that other sweep, then
yeah, then the stuff started. We
that
started
was when
seeing
we
it.
started seeing
Remember,
it.
it was the board games.
That was when the book.
Remember,
because I had gone
I
through
turned to her.
there,
Yeah, remember I turned to you and I said, is somebody not doing their homework?
and I looked at him. I said, I swear to God, they were not there.
And
I
she's
swear.
looking at me. She goes, "Those weren't there." I said, "Kim, I'm standing right in front of it."
They were not there.
Yeah, they must have. I don't know. It was weird. It was going on, but know when your Goodwill's putting carts out. They
Well,
have a
they
schedule.
put it out every
really.
day,
They
but
do,
just
but-
look at the time of day that they
Yeah,
put it out.
I mean, if you can understand when these stores are stocking,
yeah.
that's key.
Yep, because I mean they've got the bins kind of lined up, and Mike's on one end and I'm on the other end, and we're just digging.
I'll play like my buddy Josh says, trip and strip. If anybody's coming near me near a bin, they're gonna get an elbow, or you know, they're gonna get tripped.
Mike's taking up like
Yeah,
four
I'm just like
aisles.
this.
This is mine.
I'm just standing there
Mine.
like this. You know,
Got
that's
it.
what I do. You have to get under my arms, and trust me, people do. At the weigh, I mean, you never been to a weigh and pay,
No,
but
I've never been to a
I was
weigh-in
I
pay.
was the one in I used to go to one in Indy, and yeah, there'd be people like under your arms.
Oh my God.
They just pop out.
No,
Reach in there. You have like 4 hands now.
Well, see, you can do that. I'll go do Black Friday shopping.
Yeah, but
so.
here's the thing: it's like the thrift store. Yeah, it gets crazy.
Mhm.
People are running around. Just go like this and just stand by them. They can bring out the cart and look at it. Dig around. You find things all the time.
So no excuses. You can
Yeah.
find stuff. If you go and you have a day like that, then you know what? Go back tomorrow. Don't say, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Go back
give up.
tomorrow. If you went in the morning, find time to go back in the
Yes.
afternoon. Maybe something has changed in the afternoon, you know?
Totally. I mean, because we go. I mean, I go like in the morning and in the afternoon,
Mhm.
and that's just my schedule when I go to these stores. And there's times in the morning. I mean, I'm like, damn, I should never even showed up. And I don't find anything. And then the next morning I go in the morning and I find something else spectacular.
Mhm.
Because you got to be there. You got to be in the action. And there's just really no excuse that, you know, you can't find anything. Which, you know, I'm not saying I'm working any harder than anybody else, or we're just
Yeah.
finding things. And it's not.
And people might say, why is it that you go twice a day? Well, here's the thing. Mike drops me off and the kids off in the morning, and then he picks us up in the afternoon. So he drops me off at work and drops the kids off at school, and then he's at the thrift store when it first opens
first one in line.
in the morning. So then he comes back after he, you know, does his thing. He comes back to the house, does all the other listing and pictures and all, you know, all the stuff that he does during the day, and then leaves the house at a certain time and goes back again in the afternoon, or waits and picks me up, and then we go together in the afternoon. So that's why he's going twice a day, because some people be like, that's
Yeah.
a bunch of BS, Mike. You don't get up and go twice. How do you get anything done? Well, that's
when
why,
it's-
because he's coming into town anyway.
Yeah, I'm already going in this. Like right now, you're out of school,
Right.
right? So I go in the morning
Mm-hmm.
and I go in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, not every day am I doing that now. Maybe twice, 3 times a week, if that.
Yeah.
Right. But that's the thing, right? It's like, you know, Northern Picker says, it all boils down to how bad do you want it,
Mm-hmm.
honestly. I mean, really.
Yep.
If you want it and you're going, hey, the stuff's out there, I'm going to find stuff, you're going to find it. I'm telling you. And if you're sitting there and you're not finding it, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're not finding the stuff, keep going. Because there's somebody in your neighborhood that is snagging the stuff before you.
Well,
There's somebody that knows the system, and I'm telling you, like right now, it'd be, if you came to my town, I would know in a second if there was another picker in my town.
Mm-hmm.
And there are pickers, right? There's some resellers,
Mm-hmm.
but I know what they pick. I know what they grab.
Well, and it's interesting because for the last week, you've been telling me, what do you mean there's nothing? You have nothing in your hand, Kim.
Hmm.
I mean, we've been going
That's what I'm
almost
saying.
every day. Or, I mean, there were a couple of days here and there that I didn't go. But, I mean, Mike was saying, Kim, what? There's not. I'm like, Mike, I'm telling you, there's nothing. There is nothing.
I mean, it's
the inventory hasn't changed. It's the same crap. There is absolutely nothing for me to pick up. He's like, oh, come on. And then he'll go through it. I'm like, at first he wasn't. And then he's like, I can't. After the third time, he was like, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
So I said, then you come through here with me and tell me what I'm not seeing. And the first time that happened, you were like, oh my God, you're right.
I mean,
there
it's
is
not like
nothing.
I'm not saying, you know, you're missing something. It's just I have to see it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
You know? Because I know sometimes you'll forget about, not forget, but you won't know about certain things.
Right. And I don't mind that. But I'm like, really, there truly is nothing. And I was pulling up stuff, picking up stuff, bringing it to you on the other end of the store going, well, what do you think of this? Yeah. And he's like, that's crap. I'm like, well, I'm just trying to find something, you know? And so.
Yeah. I mean, it's about hustle and how bad you want it. Like, you know, Northern Picker said, you got to go out and search for things, right?
Yep.
The stuff is out there. I mean, guys, and I want to stress this to you guys. We live in the middle of the desert, right? We don't live in Chicago anymore where we can drive down a mile down the road and hit 5-6 thrift stores.
No.
We have to drive 45 minutes to get to one area.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 thrift stores, maybe 5. 2 of them restock every day, daily. Mm-hmm. They restock multiple times a day. And I know when they do this because that's what I do. Mm-hmm. This is what I do for a living. So I have to know this. I have to know when they restock.
We are not in a metropolitan area where we can go 5 minutes down the road and there's another thrift store, and 5 minutes that way and there's another thrift store. This is it within a good, I don't know, 15, 20 mile radius, 30 mile radius.
Yeah, I mean, if we went up to like Phoenix,
we go up to Phoenix, we go to Chandler, we go up that way, but
we're not going up there yet. I have a feeling over the next couple of weeks that we might be traveling onward.
Yeah.
But
It
at the
has
same
definitely
time,
been
there
a
might be
little
some
more
other
challenging.
online arbitrage things you'll see me grab.
Right.
Right? Because there's a lot of opportunity in that right now. There's a lot of people that are desperate. A lot of people say June, July, there's no sales, eBay's slow. You know what? I'm telling you, there's people that have that mentality sometimes, and they're just not putting enough effort into it and listing a lot of things, and they're selling things cheap because they're like, I need the money.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But if you're selling something that's worth $80 for $12 on an auction,
Yeah.
and it's a T-shirt or something that I'm looking at, I'm gonna grab it and I will wait and I'll play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's nothing wrong with that, though. There's nothing wrong about getting your money out of an item.
Yeah.
Right? But understand, if you're giving it away too cheap, then yeah, you get bit in the ass. Right?
You need to.
And maybe say to yourself, all right, I might have to hold out next time, or maybe
there
I'll take
are
more
some
than
things that are just
at the end of the day, if your bills are coming due
Mm-hmm.
and you need money,
yeah,
then you do what you have to do to pay the bills or support your family.
Right.
Nobody's ever going to say, oh, we're all going to laugh at you because you sold that $80 Ralph Lauren shirt for $5. You did what you had to do.
Right.
Right.
If you needed that $5 because your, gas was getting turned off or whatever, then you needed that $5, and that's the decision you made for your family. You needed that cash today
it's all about money
to get you through that day.
I'm not here to judge anybody who's selling
that
anything.
happens.
Right. All I know is if I look at some opportunity out there, I'll buy into it. Right. Just be smart with this whole reselling thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of stuff to find and resell. Right. Whether it's Amazon or eBay, Etsy, doesn't matter. But before we end it here, I want to talk about our strategy now moving forward with these items that we've showed for these past 5 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a strategy I've been using for years on eBay. We did auctions once throughout this whole series so far.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe we sent 4 things to auction.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe 1 sold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like doing auctions with this type of stuff that we're getting because I'm trying to milk the cow, trying to get as much money as possible, right? And there's nothing here that I see that's going to just, I don't like that whole throw it to 99-cent auction.
Oh,
and let
no,
it go. That's not me. But we're now in a phase. I just started this before I went live, where I told one of the wholesalers, I said, hey, let's just do this. And this is my mentality. Everything we do is buy now best offer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for 3 days we run a sale. You can start it off at any percentage you want,
Mm-hmm.
right? Whether it's 10, we're going up to 20,
Mm-hmm.
right? We want to sell this stuff because I haven't done the inventory
Trying
check.
to get it moved.
Yeah, we want to get this money back in.
Get some fresh inventory in, old inventory out.
Exactly. We got enough here to put back into the system, but we got a lot of. I was doing a quick little glance at everything we've showed in the 5 episodes.
Uh-huh.
So I've got it on the spreadsheet. There's hundreds of items.
Yeah. There's a lot.
We've sold a lot of them, but there's still a lot left over. Kind of like, the comment I got on my Facebook earlier. What do you do with the stale inventory? But this really isn't stale. It's only been 30 days out there.
Right.
But now it's time for us to get aggressive with it. So what I like to do is 3-day sale. I like to do them over the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to see if I can dump the stuff at 20%.
Mm-hmm.
If no biters, nothing goes on. I wait 3 days again.
So you're going to start at 20?
Yeah, I'm starting right off right now. Everything's listed.
Yeah.
Prior to this episode here.
But I'm saying you're not going to start off at 10 and then go to 15 and then 20.
You could, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just for me, the system works this well. People like 20% off.
Yeah.
But they also like it when it gets higher up. So this weekend, the stuff that we've shown is 20% off.
Mm-hmm.
Once it ends on Sunday night, by Tuesday, we go to 22% off. We run it for 3 days. Nothing happens. Next day, 26%. We just keep multiplying it, right?
Now here's
until
the
we
thing.
kind of get
At
to a
what
point.
point, though, is it that we're going to not make any money on it?
We're going to make money on it. And there's going to be some items that we're just we're force feeding people. That
I'm saying that there might be something you can't go 50%. Some of these items you can't go 50% off on because then after you get the fees and
no. We can afford to go 50% on these items and make money.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. But I'm not saying that we're in a desperate need to do that. All I'm saying is I'm gonna get this up to about 30-35% and try to just dump 90% of the inventory.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. But what I'm trying to tell people is don't go a percentage that you're not gonna make money. That's my point. Yeah. That's my point. I know what we have in it. I know what we have on price stat. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying to other people out there is, don't. If 30%, if you put this item for sale at 30%, and now you're starting to lose money, then don't do 30%.
Yeah.
You need
do
to
what
know
makes
what's
sense. Like, I mean, I
comfortable
see
for
guys
you.
commenting 5%, 10%. You know, before I told my wholesaler, I said, let's do this. Told him this morning. When the show came up, there were all these listings that we've been talking about for these 5 episodes, or the first 4. Whatever's left over now is kind of sitting in a status of discount. Well, right before we went on and did the show, there was the Ralph Lauren, or not a Ralph Lauren, it was a Harley Davidson, like just polo shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Not that really nice one we showed last weekend, but standard polo shirt. I think it was a 100-year anniversary. It was at $29. It didn't sell. It was sitting there. 20%, boom, guy bought it.
Okay.
I'm okay. I paid $1 for it. Right? I want stuff to move. That's how you move money.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with, like, I mean, this isn't like the gospel. This is how you have to do it.
Right.
Right. I'm just trying to I want to get the stuff sold.
So that's a way. That's a way. Go ahead and definitely make your store. Yes, people follow stores, and people do like a sale, and they'll see that it's a percentage off. So we're hitting 2 hours here. Yep. So was there anything else that you?
Yeah, that's about it, guys. I mean, you know, tomorrow's Friday, so you put the work in. I mean, I know you guys have it in you to get it out there and find things and list things. I know the listing is a pain in the ass, and it's a process, right? Find something that you can listen to while you're doing it, right? And you get through that whole time. And
set a goal for yourself. Say, you know, the shirts are boring, the clothing is boring, photographing them, putting them on, you know, that sort of thing. So I'm going to put on some music that's, you know, going to get me going. I can dance around while I'm doing it, sing along, you know, and I'm going to, in an hour, I'm going to do 20 pieces. Yeah. You know, whatever that goal is, and see what you can do.
Yeah. I mean, it's just about going out and hustling, right? You're your own boss. It's all up to you now, right? To get through this and list this stuff and find this stuff and just get it sold, right? You get to a level where you're selling a lot and you're like, man, this is great. You know, honestly, I mean, I'm sitting there like really thinking about this. Like we did this Thrift Talk show. I'm selling a bunch of this. I mean, I sell things all the time. I'm not trying to say like I'm this guru and I'm this whole smart. I have some knowledge and I buy the stuff and I sell it. It's like I'm a stock trader. And I move money over here, and I move money over here, I buy something over there, you know, and I'm just constantly selling and selling. But you have to sell, and you have to list to get this money in. You can buy all this stuff, and life's great, and you're going, oh, okay, well, yeah, I only made $20 on eBay today. Yeah. Well, it's because you didn't list anything for the past week or a month, you know?
The more you list, the more money you're going to make. Absolutely. Shameless plug, if you like us, if you like this information, you want more specific information, go to pickforprofit.com, sign up there. It is a membership site, but you get a Facebook group with exclusive information as well as tons of video tutorials, things like that. We will, not tonight because clearly I'm tongue-tied, but probably tomorrow at some point during the day, record the Pick for Profit radio. So you can go to pickforprofit.com/radio.
Oh, you're a mess.
I'm
so anyway, guys, I mean, you can go over there and check it out. The radio show that's coming out is going to be filled with a ton of what it sold, how long did it sell for, what was the prices. I mean, it's going to give it to you. And here's the great thing about all this is you can go find what I'm talking about. Yep. I've showed you guys all this, and you can go find out, and I'm not making any of this up.
Yep.
I'm not this guy that says showing and telling. I mean, I'm showing and telling you, and I'm stamping it down. Right, and you go look at it. And you can go look at one of my wholesalers.
You're
on eBay.
Seeing the Goodwill or the Salvation Army prices.
I got nothing to hide. I go do this for a living. I can't be any more real than how I am.
Yeah.
Right? I don't make shit up. I'm not trying to charge people to rip them off or anything. Right? It's all part of this, what it is. So, anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for being here.
Joining us
on a Thursday night. There's 17 of you guys left. I super appreciate it. You guys are troopers.
I know it's late in so many places.
I gotta do the show earlier or maybe another day. Figure out something, but guys, you know, just go rock it tomorrow. That's what it is. It's all about, right? Get that sleep in and wake up early and hammer it out. So, till next time, we're out of here. Peace. Deuces. Darth Vader mask.